So, hi everyone. I want to. Hey, Rotodile, hold on. I got to do this quick. Okay, you're modded. Got to be on the ball with this
Yeah.
after last time. Hey, Michael McReynolds, Rick Halbar, Paul Murray, Star Cop, Rotodile. How you doing? Hey, 4x4. I'm so glad you made it in. Billy Drone, how you doing? Let's see, drone effects with Claude. Asgard Studios, Jim, how you doing? Hey, I didn't want you thrown out again, that's for sure. I was gonna find a way to make
What's
sure
going
you
on,
stayed
Asgard?
in. Debbie. That's a lot of Debbies. Um, so I'm gonna let you guys know that Rod is our Roger is our major guy who does my modding for me during these interviews. So if you come up, he's going to be checking out your channels for me and letting me know what that is. Is that okay, Roger?
Yeah. And so make sure you check the chat once in a while.
Yeah, and he tells me check the chat, Valerie.
Mm.
Yeah, he's really good. So today we have on our show, we have Hadley's famous FPV. And then after that, we have, whoa, what was that? Okay, I'm just gonna bump myself out of there. And so I'm gonna introduce him to you. You guys know this guy. Do you know this guy? Do you remember this guy?
Do you guys know me? I know you. How's it going, everybody?
so my bangs were too long, so I chopped him right before I came on, and I thought, what the hell did I do?
Oh, oh boy. Oh
Ah,
boy. It's all
yeah,
right, Val. It doesn't look bad.
no one should let me near scissors. That's one lesson I've learned, but I still end up around them. So I want to really quickly present our moderator in house. There's Roger. Hi, Roger. He's ignoring me. He pretends
Oh,
he's
he's muted. I can see he's got his mute on.
Hi,
There he is.
hi,
There he
everybody.
is.
not.
He was busy moderating, keeping it silent.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. He's good.
Okay, I'll see you
So,
guys. I'm in the background. Bye.
yeah. So guys, so I'm going to be talking with Justin, or Hadley's famous FPV, and in about an hour, I think his
She's
wife
actually
is coming
she's
on.
actually gonna be early.
Is
Yeah,
she?
yep, she is on her way. She just said you'll see her come through the door right through there. My dogs have been laying in front of they know she's on her way home. I don't know what it is. Every time she calls me, says she's on her way home, my dogs are laying there watching. So I
Oh, they
swear
know.
they
They know.
know. She's getting close too. We were on the phone up until I jumped on the chat, and I'm thinking maybe 10 minutes or less.
Wow, very
Yep.
good.
But she's got to do a couple things when she gets here. She's like, I can't make this ruin my night. I'm like, it won't. I promise.
This never ruins the night.
I
This
know, I know. She's never done this before, so she doesn't know what she's about to experience. So it's going to be
yeah.
good.
And
Everybody's
all
going
my
to be able to see
personal
this.
questions. So the last time we had talked about what happened to you, what happened to your hand,
Hmm.
a bunch of different things,
Yes.
and so it kind of led us up to like present day.
Yes.
So I want to talk more about your channel now
Okay.
and what you're
Sounds
doing
great.
with that, because
All
I
right.
know that you're very generous. You know,
Yes.
you just, if you're not using something, you just pass it along.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's very true. Yep.
And that is something that is very much like community, our community.
Yep. Yep. If I see something in somebody, just something, and it strikes me, and I have something that they need, I will offer it. Not all the time everybody takes it, you know. We all have a lot of pride. Sometimes we don't. I guess I have offended people by offering stuff before, But you know, it's not meant to be that way. It's meant to be like, hey, I got this. Do you need it? And it's kind of a, I don't need it. I'm not using it. And you just said that broke, and you need to order one. And I'm thinking to myself, I could probably get it to them sooner. You know, especially since they're like a state over from me. I could throw it in snail mail and it'll get there faster than ordering it from most places. So
Right.
and it's free, you know. I pay a couple of stamps on the envelope and make sure it's padded in there and just throw it in the mail and it gets to them. You know, I love doing that. It makes me feel so good because somebody like I've been down. I have a bunch of quads, but I've been down where I have to tear stuff apart from other ones to get it to work. You know, get one to fly. And right now I'm in kind of that situation. You know, it just happens when we get low on money and we've got an abundance of parts, but they're on multiple quads. Yeah, so sometimes you got to tear things down and make one that you really like flying right now, the one that you fly. And I try to change. I try to adapt to new quads all the time. So right now I'm changing rates on more powerful quads, and I'm upping my rates so they spin faster and stuff. So it's been like a really big challenge. And I still go back to my original quad that I've flown for 16 months now. I still go back to that original one. So I know where my base is of what I am capable of doing. And then I still go, you know, back and forth. I'm just pushing myself. Just push it. Keep pushing. Eventually I'll get as good as I want to be.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
I have no doubt in my mind that you'll get
Yeah.
exactly where you want to be. I'm
Yes.
sure you will.
Yes. It's
So,
happening. It's in the process as we speak.
so did you talk about doing another channel also?
Yeah, I did. So the other channel that I want to do, it's gonna take a community to make this channel work. It's not gonna be something that I'm gonna run solely. It's gonna be something where we're gonna have multiple people involved, and I just haven't picked. Oh, there she is.
Summer is home. Can you tell?
Yep, happiness. But it's something that is going to take quite a bit of people to make happen, and it's going to take like an entire community to make it something that flows every day. And it's just an idea for a channel that you know, if you want to watch some videos that are fresh, you know, and that have already been gone through by other people that are put on a channel and it's streamed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I mean, we get 2-3 minute flight time typically out of a quad, you
Right.
know, and have different days of the week for like what kind of flying or vlogging or all that stuff. So that's the idea. That's the idea for the channel, and it's just something that's in the process of being made happen. Oh yeah, the dogs have got to smell her for a few minutes because she's a groomer. She's probably got the smell of 30 dogs on her.
Right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that doesn't, you know, dogs pee on you and stuff when they're scared from getting a bath. Hi.
Hi, Summer.
You want to come sit down?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Let me get this camera set up here. Dogs are going to be.
Goldilocks, just looking. Trans Jedi, Rick Halber, Rotordale, Tim. Let's see, we have a lot of people in here. I saw Proper FPV come in. Awesome. We got a lot of people in the house today.
Yeah, as you can tell, the dogs like Mama's home.
They're so happy. Look at that.
Oh yeah, yeah. This one, this is her. This is her baby.
So I
Okay,
was
baby.
raised at home
Stop.
too. I barely made it from work.
Oh yeah, yeah,
To the
yeah.
point where I invited Roger and Justin, and then I walked away because I was like, yeah, and then I made the mistake of the cutting my bangs, but I'm always
They
doing,
don't look bad. They look good.
yeah, okay. But anyway, you're sweet. But anyway, yeah, and then I heard someone talking in my studio. I'm like, who's in there?
I know. I was like, no, yelling in the mic. And then Roger hopped on, and I was like, I think she's gone. I see pictures.
I'm going to give you guys a minute to look at the chat and say hi to everyone, because
Okay.
people are saying things, you know, like, hello, Summer, nice to see you. So Don't affect. So you
All
guys
right.
for a minute.
Well, let me scroll up here, man. The chat's been going. It's been going pretty good here for a minute. Oh, James Ward, how's it going? Rick Halber, Star Cop, Roger, obviously. Hello. Proper FPV, Crankbait, 616. What's going on, buddy? And let's see here. 4x Camping and Drones. Drone Effects with Claude. Trans Jedi, how's it going? Just looking. How's it going, dude? Rotor Deal. Hey, buddy. Trans Jedi. I'm horrible at reading and trying to speak aloud, so
Hey, everyone.
Philly Drone Life, what's up, buddy? You're in here. Awesome. I talked with him for a good time today. Awesome dude. Awesome dude. Got a lot of common things that we like. Outlooks on life
Nice.
too. Yes, yeah, we're definitely very alike in some ways.
Darn it, Roger. Darn you. It was raining and he sent his snow. I thought we talked
Awesome.
about this.
Yeah, I saw that they had a warning on the news about the Northwest was going to be getting snow.
It's supposed to be in the
You're gonna get a
50s.
cluster buster snowstorm.
Roger, that's very mean of you. Keep your snow. Maybe smack the jujubes out of you.
We've had rain for the past 24 hours. So
Yeah, you can send some snow back our way. I'm okay with that.
hey, I want to fly. She wants to drive her RC truck in the snow, and I want to fly. But hey, I could get a couple of packs out. It's fine.
Listen to him. So what we were talking about, Summer, was just some of the ideas that Hadley had. So how are you with all this drone flying? I hear that you're not crazy about it. At least you drone flying, yeah.
Be honest.
The rumor is true. I mean, I've had my ups and downs with it. I've had my battles. I've felt neglected as far as family time goes quite a few times. So at times it put a bad taste in my mouth, but there has never been an event that I have missed on purpose. I have been to every event that he's gone to, whether it be just a little practice with the friends or a huge event. The only thing that's ever prevented me from going is just work. So I've been his number one supporter from the beginning. Yep. I will be till the end.
She was there from the first flight. She was there from the first flight, and she shook her head and said, "Are you sure you want to fly these?" As soon as I crashed, it was like less than 30 seconds first flight. It was pretty bad. But yeah, you were there when I almost cut my finger off.
What are you doing to balance this? Because drone flying can take over your world. It can. And then when you put YouTube on top of it, and then you have work in your life, and you have pets, and you have all this other stuff. What do you do to balance it to keep you guys strong?
He'll ask for my help with videos, picking out songs, or just having me watch everything, kind of critique what needs to be done. So we try to make it a combined thing, I guess, or whatever. We try to make it combined as much as possible.
Believe me, I have a very strict critic behind the scenes.
That's good, though. You have.
Yes. Yeah, there's certain things that she makes me pull out of videos, and she's like, "You do not need to be showing people that kind of stuff." And I'm like, "But it's real. That's who I am." She's like, "No. If they want to know that about you, you got to be hanging out with them." Okay. All right.
Hey, Claire, FPV and RJS. Yeah. So you help him with kind of pulling out things that don't belong and telling him things look good and finding music and things like that.
Yeah, exactly. I'll help him with that, and then I'll go out on my free time. If he needs to go kill packs, I'll go out and just kind of hang out with him, be a spotter. I'll try and take my truck out as much as I can. Usually when I'm spotting, my attention gets pulled away from driving my truck. So
yeah, sometimes. Hey, Flyer, what's going on, man? Gotta say what's up to a couple people. Paul Murray, how's it going, buddy? Hang in there. RJ's RC. What's going on, buddy?
Choo choo. Night train.
Yeah. Night Train's in here too. There's a bunch of people in here.
Because I always wonder how that's going to work in the long run. I mean, if you're not vested in that sport, and then, but he is. But you do have an RC car you like, right? RC.
Yeah, I love my truck. It's super fun. I've crashed it a few times, broke my camera already.
Two
Oh
cameras.
yeah, 2 cameras.
2 cameras. It's okay. I got a lot of extra cameras that I don't use anymore that are just fine for driving the truck.
So Dark Cup is saying, she said, kill packs. How cool is that? You go, Summer.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When you talk the lingo. Hey,
I
Rob.
try to stay up on top of the lingo.
I tell you,
That's
when
very
I first came out and heard guys talking what drone things were, I was so confused. I was so confused. But now I know a lot of stuff now. Like, what?
Yeah, exactly.
So I went and I looked at your channel, Summer.
Oh, she missed that.
Sorry, my earbud fell out.
Okay. So I looked at your channel, and I watched your video quite a while back. So I'm wondering if that's one of the things that's getting lost within the balance, right? Because right now Hadley's doing a strong push, and you're supporting him, and you're working, and you have the dogs. Is that just on the back burner for now for a while?
My channel has been put on the back burner just because of life getting the best of me. Since I have my RC truck now, I do want to get out there and I want to start making my own videos and maybe even throw some like grooming tutorials in there, just kind of mix it up with everything that I do in life.
Okay, so let's move back to what you just said.
Fast girl.
I just have to go there. So Summer, this is part of the reason I had to have you on. I have a husky woofy dog, and then I have a Saint Bernard, and I am constantly, I'll sweep the floor and I have big piles of hair, and I think I might be allergic to it. So I need my dogs not to have that much hair. But last time I tried to shave them, they looked kind of stupid for a long time.
Yeah, no shaving. No.
Yeah, with those breeds, it gets difficult. We get a lot of pet parents that come into my work that want us to just shave them down. The double-coated dogs, that undercoat really does protect them from all the outside ailments, whether it be the heat, the cold. They really do need that. I know it builds up, and you can make 4 other dogs just from one brushing.
Well, they lay on me. I'm trying to go to work, and they got to come say hi to Mom.
Yeah.
My bed. So I'll like shake out my bed thing, and hair just, okay, guys, I know you're jealous of my life. Hair goes everywhere. I'm like in a puff of hair smoke.
Oh yeah.
My horrendousness of my life.
Yeah. That's why we don't allow them on the bed. We used to allow them on the bed, and we stopped because I have asthma, and it really affects me. It really affects me. Like I have congestion all the time from the asthma, but with the dogs on the bed, it was really making things a lot worse. It was. You got to have your spot. You know, you got to have at least one spot that's yours.
Well, my Saint Bernard has a big panda bear. Love. And we call it Wet Panda because he puts it in his mouth and just sits there. And
That's awesome.
Puts it up on my bed. Hey, Momo. And he's sorry, squirrel.
No worries.
Squirrel moment.
Just having fun came in. Sorry. That's Momo. She's one of our gals. And of course, we have Just Looking, Flyer FPV, Philly Drone, Star Cop, Rick Halber, Paul Murray. Paul Murray, I may bring you in a little bit if that's okay with you. I have Robert Stanton, Philly Drone Life, Philly. We need to talk. Yeah. But anyway, let me get back to this. So no matter what, I think the ball has gone. that ball has rolled. Little dumpling. The ball has rolled out of my way. It just has. The dogs sleep in my bed. There's
We
not always
understand.
room for me, but
Sometimes the battle is just lost. You know,
it might be, I'm not sure, but what can I do just to cut that down? Because they told me that they were going to do this thing where it comes out better.
oh yeah.
De-shed treatment.
That was
de-shedding
terrible.
treatment.
They shed everywhere then. It was even worse than before.
Oh yeah, you got to do that for months.
Yeah, the de-shed treatments, they do work once they're done. I would say no more than every 4 weeks is when you start to actually notice a difference with the de-shed treatments. And another thing that I've noticed too, with every de-shed that I do at work, we usually use the furminating brush just to finish them out.
Thank you. Go ahead.
And because of that, it still has a blade on it, and the teeth are sharp. So I've noticed that it's going in and actually kind of cutting the coat, which as it grows back out, it's kind of messing it all up. So what I've started using is what's it called? I can't even think of the term. It's like a rubber brush, and it still has like the teeth, but it's completely rubber, and it's usually about an oval shaped.
The puck I picked out a while back, huh?
Yeah.
You like that?
The Kong brush.
Yeah, okay, yeah. No, I picked that out. I remember that. I was like,
those work
amazing. What did you call that?
Kong.
It's a Kong brush. Kong.
So, okay, Kong toys are kind of expendy. Is this one of those brushes where you sell your child and you can get it?
No.
Val, we can. I can purchase one and send it to you. I can purchase one and send it to you for large dogs.
Oh no! You don't have to do that. But you know, but I need. Yeah, my dog. I mean, it is past the point. So someone told me that my dog could have shock, like hair shock, if I shaved him off. And my daughter did it while I was away about 3 years ago. But I will say that it kind of made it kind of nice.
Yeah, it can, especially over time, shaving repetitively, the coat can tend not to grow back properly. As far as cleaning them up outside of the de-shed treatment, what I could recommend is just tell your groomer you want to streamline. They just basically, they go in with the clippers, they'll put a clipper guard on, and it just it cleans them up. It tapers the hair better to the body, so it's not flying out everywhere. It'll get a lot of that excess tapered down. It makes them look really nice. We do that a lot at work on our golden retrievers.
It's called streamline.
Yeah, streamline.
Yeah, there's a couple of St. Bernards that you could do out here streamlines on. Yeah.
Hold on.
We do here
Lillian, come.
She's a big girl.
She will.
She's
Lillian's the kind of dog that says, maybe I will. I might not. But Ranger comes all the time.
Yeah.
Give me a Ranger. I have to call Lillian to get Ranger.
That's awesome.
Look at this.
That de-shedding stuff. We have a friend that brings their husky over every 4 weeks on time. Oh, they're beautiful.
They're beautiful.
There's my girl, here's my boy.
Oh, get out of the way. I want mom's attention too.
Yeah,
they're cute.
The husky, Whoopi, whatever he is, they're both dogs. He was a runaway. So we got from the pound, but he was a runaway. He was skin and bones by the time they brought him in. And this girl was actually a rescue. They wanted to put her down.
Oh.
So, yeah, but we got her. She's pretty darn aggressive when we got her.
Well, yeah, I mean, can you blame her? by the way that dogs get treated in there and how scared they are. It's fight or flight. So either they curl in a corner and try to run away, or they want to bite. And
she wanted.
You can't believe that's the determination on a dog.
Yeah, she wanted to get rid of the men.
Somebody must have done something wrong. Somebody was doing something wrong to her.
Yeah, she did. They had her. So, St. Bernards love people. They just love people.
They do.
And they have to be with their people all the time.
Oh, yes.
And they put her outside on a chain and just left her there, gave her very little food.
Oh, poor
And that's how she was
baby.
living her life. Yeah.
That's just horrible.
Well,
What is wrong with somebody to do that? There's something seriously
don't you
wrong.
find that, though, Summer, in your job? Hey, Jerry, EBR, I'm trying to, Hell's Pond? Ooh. So don't you find that, Summer, when people bring in dogs, can you tell if they've had a hard life?
Most times, yes, we can. We get a lot of people who just recently rescue dogs from the shelters and then they bring them in just to get a good cleanup. So we do see those a lot, and it breaks our hearts just to see the different conditions that every dog comes in, and it's sickening at the same time what today's society has come to, and it's really unfortunate that the dogs, helpless little animal that can't tell you what they want or what they need, and they get treated so horribly.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not cool.
So how do you cope with that? Because I know, like, when I worked with kids, you see the kids that were abused, and it takes a toll. How do you deal with having to see that?
Each scenario is different. I mean, what I do personally is I make them feel as loved as I can while they're there having, whether their bath or their haircut done, whatever they're having done for that day. I just try and make them feel loved, try and gain their trust in humanity again. Most of them, especially the ones that just recently get rescued, they do go to good homes, which is awesome. So, we just recommend different things to every pet parent. Hey, if the dog's a little too nervous around loud noises, just try and take the dog into a different room or whatever the case may be. Just educate our pet parents as best as we can, depending on the scenario.
So you go to work, you see these dogs, your heart is breaking, come home.
And husband's always there. I'm her rock. I will always be there for her. Yeah, no matter. Drones come second. The most of the time, like, if I can see an opportunity to take advantage to go play with the drones, I do. I'm not going to deny that. But like, if I see that she's having a tasking day, if she has a tasking day and she just needs me to be there, I don't care if I have plans with people. I'm changing them, family first, happy wife, happy life. I mean, there's a lot of terms to it, but really it's just making sure your best friend's happy.
But Justin, we know that's true.
Yeah, no, you got to make sure that your wife is happy because she's my best friend. I mean, I don't have like those close friends that I had as a child, anymore because I'm married. I've been married for well over 10 years now. Those best friends, they're still friends. We're still good friends. We're just not hanging out with each other every day. We'll see each other once in a while, and it's like we never stopped hanging out, but it's just not the same as like the best friend that you have in your wife. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you were going to give any advice, and this should be my last question, but it is not. But if you were going to give a married couple advice on having a channel, right, and doing a hobby, which takes a lot of time, what advice would you give them to keep a marriage strong?
Listen to the other person. Don't just be ignorant and go. Know what your limits are. Like if you're a new married couple and you're trying to test your wife with this from a guy's perspective, from my perspective, tread lightly. Because I mean, I'm being honest. It's just the truth because it's a lot of money. On the surface, when you first start out, it's a lot of cash. And at the time when I first started this, I had a good paying job. So it was okay to get into the hobby and it wasn't like affecting our relationship financially. But time wise is where she hated it. And that's why she was talking about time, is because I worked 70 to 80 hours a week. And on my free time, I went and flew my drone. So the time with her was when I was snoring in bed, and she hated that.
Yeah, I would say that would be bad. I just want to recognize a couple people really quick, Okay, so Philly, Drone Light, thank you. You are more than sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Paul Murray, my
This is
man,
what she's thinking.
thank you so much. That you didn't. I adore you. You know this. Robert Stanton, I am going to get a Kong brush with that. I am, because I want my dogs to be happy.
Yep.
And I think if I'm happy, they're happier. Lane Music, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I mean, you guys are wonderful. Okay, so and thank you for everyone who's coming in. Bill's in. Hey, Bill. Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
I have to use my indoor voice, and I'm not good at that. Right, Roger?
So my big suggestion, like I was saying, is the listen to the other person, listen to your spouse, and above all, like, try to have fun with them, try to involve them. Their involvement matters more so than you having fun alone. If you can have a small amount of fun together versus you having a ton of fun alone, it's going to be more lasting. And that small amount of fun can turn into more fun, more fun. You guys can learn stuff from each other. You can actually help each other because her perspective of things is not the same as mine. Most of my footage, if I was to be the critic of what gets posted, you guys probably wouldn't ever see a flight because I don't feel that it's good enough to post. But she's the one that's like, just post it. It looked really cool. Just post it.
That's what Rick Halbert, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm going to get a bunch of Kong brushes. I'll brush them all at the same time. Yeah,
there you go.
That's true. I think sometimes we forget. Now, I've been married 3 times. I'm nobody to judge anybody's life. Believe me. I'm just not. But I think that would be really cool to have that person you could have that connection with.
Yeah.
Right? It's
That's
not
a big deal
for me, so I have my dogs.
Yep.
Yeah.
I sleep in my bed and it's a good day.
You telling your suggestion.
I just feel that from coming from my point of view, just supporting as much as you can, even when it frustrates you. I mean, we've been together for almost 11 years now. It's
wow.
Yeah. I mean, we're not going anywhere. We're not leaving each other. To me, there's got to be a point where you just, I guess, cave and give in. And you just, I don't know how to say this. I feel like there's been points where I just deal and I'm like, okay, we're doing it.
You get on your knees. You just do it. But you're right? Yeah.
Oh, you're killing me. Oh, yeah. There was a point where it was like, I'm sleeping on the couch. She's pissed off at me. You can't come in the room until those drones are out of the house. And I went to work with like barely any sleep. And that day I came home and I went to go fly and I crashed the crap out of that drone. It caught on fire.
Wasn't that the day you hit a bird?
I think so. I don't know. It was one of those days where you're like, I don't know what crash that was, but that one caught on fire. And I come home and I've got this burnt crisp thing and I'm in the garage in my workbench there where I work on, all my tools are for cars. I still hadn't done like the drone room or anything at this time. And she comes out and she's like, what happened? And I'm like, I don't want to talk about it. Like, I was pissed. I was mad, because I just spent a lot of money on this thing and it broke. It was burnt. It was ruined. The whole thing's toast,
And I got to tell you, Hadley, I don't think anyone else crashes.
No, everybody crashes so hard sometimes, man. It's so bad. You get so much pride and you build this thing. You spend, God, the hobby is finicky. But anyway, she comes out and she's like, what's going on? And she can see it. Like, I'm not going in the house. If you want to bring me a beer, I'll drink my beer and calm down out here. And she's like, she knew. And she's like, what'd you ask me? Do you need a shot?
I think so.
I think so. Do you need a shot? I was like, I think I need a 6-pack and a shot. And she just, she actually was there for me when I was, so frustrated, and we were still having like that little standoff thing, but that happening and her seeing how it affected me, from my perspective, that I don't know if that was her breaking point, but she could see that like my pride was hit. I took a hit in the pride area of who I was. And I think that's why, when you build yourself up and you're doing so good at flying, you're doing better, you're building these quads and they're working, and all that pride, and like you're just high on life, and then you go out one day and like I was seriously tired. The home situation was, I was trying to fight my battle, which was stupid to be doing. And
Right.
Don't do it, guys. Don't do that. I'm lucky.
No.
No, I'm lucky that she had patience. Not every woman's going to have those patience. So anyways, she saw that. And I think that, like, to me, that was that pivotal moment where I noticed a difference in her. And a couple of days later, an event popped up that was going on in Oregon. I was like, hey, do you want to go to a jamboree? And she's like, a jamboree? And I was like, it's in Oregon. And she's all, tell me more. Tell me more. So how long is it? How long are we going to be there? And I'm like, well, I want to take 10 days. And she's like, we can't do 10 days. And I was like, okay, 7, 8 days, maybe. She's like, I'll agree to 6. And I'm like, well, we're driving. Like, we're going to be driving. It's, that's 24 hours of driving to get there. So it's going to take 2 days, 2 days of solid driving, 2 days back. So that leaves us with 2 days there. And the event's 3 days. And she's like, fine, I'll go for 7. I'm like, so we're going to go to this event and we're going to spend no time enjoying ourselves. It's going to be a trek there and a trek back. And the event, those last for a long time. You don't sleep much. And it was the end of August or beginning of August, end of July.
No, end of July. Yeah.
End of July. It was hot. Anyways, we're on this event. We're doing this event. We're so happy about this. And we have bonded with the drone thing. And we're on our way up there. And she's starting to get grumpy. And she's like, I can't believe we're spending all this money to go to this event. And we can't even go do something that I want to go do. And I'm like, I hadn't even thought about it. I was like, oh my God.
You know what? I'm just going to tell you, you have to watch out for the stealthy surprise.
Oh, that was the surprise. We're driving through Nevada. We're just cruising along. And I was like, I want to stop at the UFO store there on the side of the highway. And she's like, she gives me that look like, are you serious? And I was like, I got to go get me an Area 51 t-shirt or something. You don't drive by here and not stop. She's like, shakes her head. She's like, I'm not going in. I'm staying in the car. And we leave there. And where'd we end up?
Where did we go?
We stayed somewhere in Vegas that she wanted to stay.
No, it was in
Reno.
On our way back, Reno.
Okay, so we went to the event, and she called her work and got an extra day. So you know what I did? I was like, V-line. It's an hour to the coast. We're getting a hotel room. I don't care if it's going to max out my credit card. I'm treating her to a really good night, and that's what I did. Oh yeah, I took her to the coast, put her right on the Siuslaw River in Coos Bay, Oregon. Beautiful. When we get there, it's high tide, so it doesn't stink. You know about high tide in the ocean. Low tide, it stinks. High tide, we get there, it's evening, it's dinner time, so we go for a walk down on the docks, go eat dinner, have fresh clam chowder, fresh fish, and we come back, and it was just a wonderful time, and we got to actually like soak it all in. I actually got to take some time to soak in the event and all the great things that happened, and she got what she wanted.
Yep.
Thank God.
I'll tell you this. If I, not to upset anyone, I get along with really well with 2 of my exes. But if they did stuff like that, I think I would have stayed married. I'm just telling you guys, you got to listen. You got to listen to Jeff.
No, you got to do certain little things every once in a while, man. If there's an interest lost, guess what? You just lost all the time you've invested.
Yep.
You got to think about it. You vested how much time? And that at one time, I know maybe it's a moment in your life where you don't have that attachment that you had when you first had it, you need to look for it and find it again. You need
gotta find
it,
it.
and don't push it. Don't force it. It'll come along. Their care for you is still there. It's just,
So
I don't know.
your
We've had our ups and downs.
one summer, your new channel is How to Stay Married.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Just tutorials.
Tutorials. This is just, and it's just an opinion-based tutorial.
I think I can add some of those in there too.
How not to devastate your husband when he's out flying.
You know, my heart is kind of where my stomach is, and I'm gonna go see Roger and Kim, and they've already told me they're gonna feed me.
Aww.
So you do stuff like that, you know.
Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, I still swear that it's my barbecuing that got her.
I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. My sister's married to a barbecue aficionado, and that's the only reason I go see her. You know, I'm like,
oh man,
nice.
She might be watching.
Like, get out of my way. Where's the barbecue?
Oh man, that's horrible.
That's funny.
But that's okay. I have friends that only come over for my barbecues.
Yes,
so
this is true.
this is true.
We're gonna have to take a trip down there now.
Yeah.
I think Momo and I were planning on going somewhere.
There
Maybe
you
sometime
go.
we'll be able to go down and see you and just say, okay, put that barbecue on.
Always have one.
Get to work.
That's fine. I love barbecuing. Yeah.
So you've been able to keep your marriage really pretty tight.
Mhm.
And so that would be your advice for people who are droning and have really, because I know this hobby takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of time out of people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
And
so,
the one thing that I can suggest to anybody in this hobby is if you learn something that you only have to use one time, write it down in a little notepad on what you did to fix that, because eventually someday you might run into that problem again, and you're going to end up spending an hour or 2 hours looking for a YouTube video that has to do with what you're like, I remember fixing it, I just can't remember what I did. Write it down. Save the time. Save the time. It's not just a fly by the seat of the pants hobby. Keep a notepad of what you've learned, you know, and you can go back and look at it as like a, you know, an index on what problems you've ran into with what systems and stuff like that. Because, you know, 5 years from now, somebody might walk up to you with an F3 flight controller and say, hey, can you install this? You might not find a wiring diagram in 5 years online. You might, I don't know. But what if you run into a problem that you only know about in that notepad?
It's like writing down a recipe. You want to remember every little bit that either was good or that you messed up on, so you know not to do it again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Summer's always writing it down for me.
This is kind of comments on what we've been talking about. So I don't know how high you have to go, but hello, Bob.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Drone Effects. Yeah, happy to see you on Thursday.
Asgard, thank you, dude. Yes.
And
You're
Rob,
not the first person to tell me that, Asgard.
yeah, you said it is a compromise. And then Rick Halber, very good job, Hadley. You're a smart man. Yeah, you are. You are. Let's just say it. Philly Drone agreed, Justin. And it says, oh, Drone Effects was called. I've been married 39 years.
Congratulations.
Very
yeah, same with Asgard. How long did he say he was married? 27?
27, I think.
27.
Congrats to
man.
that too.
That doesn't come without hiccups, you know.
It does not.
I mean, there might be rare people out there that don't have any problems, but they're just hiding them.
Yeah, let me just say, so I think, where is it? Was it above and be? No. Oh, Drone Effects was called. Been divorced for 20. Does that count? Yeah, because no. I get you. Don't worry, bro. Somebody said in here that they need to be your best friend. Can I tell you something? I think that's one thing that kind of misses, right? We kind of miss that. Hey, Kim, is we don't become friends anymore. We're so
oh man, the way society portrays a marriage and like a TV perspective is not the way that it works for our human nature. We're animals, man. As much as you want to say humanity's not, we are animals. And there's certain things that we can tolerate, certain things we can't, and we're all different. You have to find your best friend in that person, or it's not going to work out very good.
So
You're going to
Robert
fight a lot.
said he was married 33 years. And then Startup says I proposed after 3 dates. She said no 50 different times. 38th year in July.
Awesome.
Congrats.
Congrats.
I just think that Star Cop is just really he's tenacious. He's tenacious. I mean,
our first date. Tell them about our first date, Summer.
Oh yeah.
Don't tell them about any of the illegal stuff in the first date. Just tell them all the the rest of it. None of the stuff that's incriminating.
Our first date consisted of going back a little further, we used to work together.
Oh yeah, tell them.
And I could not stand him. He was so arrogant and so rude. I just couldn't deal with him.
I liked her. What could I do? What could I do? I didn't know what I was doing. I was young. Had to keep that cockiness around the girl you like, so you look confident. Oh man, I look like a jackwagon.
So time passed, and he ended up leaving the company, and I stupidly stayed. Different story. But he came in one day and he was buying some, I don't know, bolts or screws, something for his crotch rocket at the time. And he asked me, he said, have you ever been on the back of a street bike? I said, no, I have not. And he asked, would you want to go? I said, I'll think about it. And he left his number, and I think we exchanged numbers.
You had my number.
Didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we exchanged numbers.
No, you already had it.
But so we met up later on that week, and he took me on the back of his motorcycle, and I will tell you, it was the scariest thing that I had done at that moment in life.
That was just the door cracking open for what she got to experience in life. The door just peeked open that day. So we were riding up a mountain here outside of Tucson. It's called Mount Lemon. And my friend Andrew was riding next to us. There was about 60 of us on crotch rockets riding up the mountain. Huge group. And my buddy's screaming and he's honking his horn and he's next to me. And I'm like, I'm fighting going around these corners. I can tell she doesn't want to lean. She's fighting me. And this is a very windy road. And some of the cliffs are like 4,000 feet down. Like you go off, you're not living. If you do live, you're going to be a little hurt. You know what I mean? And we pull off and he's like screaming. He's trying to get my attention. And we pull over. And at the time, I'm like, I need to smoke a cigarette because like I've got fatigue in my arms. I'm fighting her around these corners. And she's doing her best to stay straight up. And she's fighting every corner. And my buddy's like, he starts yelling at her. He's like, you're going to kill yourself. You're going to kill my friend. Like he didn't know her and he cared about me. So he's all protective of me. And he's like, if you're not going to lean, you can't get on the back of the bike. Do you have somebody to come pick you up? And I'm like, no. No, stop. Like you got to stop. And that's when Summer's about to start crying. I can see it. She's about to start crying. And I'm like, just get on the back and hold on to my waist and lean with me. Just keep your back up against me. And I know it's not going to feel comfortable, but you're going to have to try it and you're just going to have to accept it. You're going to have to hug me while we're on this ride. And it's the way it's going to be. And she just gave me that look and she's like, fine, I'm not calling anybody to come get me. So let's go do this. No more problems at all. Had a great ride for me. You can tell them the rest.
Well, yes, it was a great ride. I got a little bit more comfortable and was it that same night you asked me or was it a couple nights? I can't remember.
It was the same night. Oh, yeah, I wasn't about to hesitate on that question.
And we went back to his house and we were just hanging out. I think I probably left about 2, 3 in the morning.
It was super late.
I had to work the next morning, needless to say. And so at some point I had to go home. And it was the cutest thing ever. He walked me up to my car and gave me a kiss goodnight, and then subtly whispered in my ear, "Will you be my girlfriend?"
Oh,
That was the only time I ever asked that before, ever, too. To be honest with you, I never asked. It was usually like, "Hey, how's it going? You want to go do something tonight?" Girlfriend kind of situation, never anything official. I just knew when I took her for a ride, and I didn't want to see her cry that night. And like, we'd been friends for a while before that, for a few years. I knew she was. There's something special. I needed to pursue it, and look at us now.
because they had to lock that stuff up.
Yeah.
You had to lock it up so you didn't find anyone else.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, she ran off some women that wouldn't leave.
Yes, I did.
Oh yeah, there was like 4 of them that would not stop calling and stop coming around. And there's times Summer's coming in the house with different colored hair, and I'm like, okay,
Now,
I'm not gonna ask any questions.
You only live once. You got to do it.
True story.
Mm-hmm. Well, they wouldn't even get the point when her and I were living together. They still come knocking on the door, tracking us down, living in like her family's house. Like, like they're not there. We're renting it from them. But are you kidding me? Like, are you crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were obviously, yeah. But
there's such a thing as girls that are little cray.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just telling you, Nelson, because I think you need to know.
Yeah, well,
some stage 5 clingers.
Yeah.
I'm a guy who's going to go and just say, you know what, I need to do this, whatever it costs. I'm taking my love to the seaside.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what I know a lot of women are looking for. Somebody like that, or someone who can say, the woman can say, hey, this is why I'm taking you, and the guy's just happy about it, right? Because she went to drones with you, right? It was really nice for her to have a place where she wanted to be. So you did that for each other. I mean, it's very cool.
Yep. Always support each other. She wanted to go to school for cosmetology. I was supportive. I wanted to go to school for electrical engineering. She was supportive.
Yep.
We didn't stop each other in any way. Had friends die on motorcycles, and she asked me to start selling them. So I did. I went to 11 funerals in a year.
Oh my gosh.
You start selling things after that.
Yeah, it's just not worth it.
Val, there was a group, about 400 of us, that rode together on a regular basis. So, 400 different individuals riding crotch rockets together. There's going to be some friends. There was some close ones, and there was some that I didn't know so well, but I still respected them and went to their funerals.
Right.
And took them on their last ride before they were laid to rest. But I just started selling things, and then I just recently sold my Harley not too long ago.
Did you?
No more motorcycles. Got rid of them all. They're done. Yeah, I didn't ride it anymore. And every time I did, there was always something that would happen with someone else not paying attention. And I was let's just say I was very precautious and super aggressive on my motorcycle. If I saw a situation not looking so good, if the throttle was the thing that's going to get me out of it, I don't care if it's through the shoulder. I don't care if I have to cross the highway. I don't care if I'm running over a bush. Guess what? I'm surviving, and you might get rocks spit all over your truck, and you might try chasing me. So I got rid of it. She didn't like seeing that anymore.
Yeah.
No. No.
Excuse me just a minute. Roger, what's the hangout? Roger, what you sharing there, babe?
The hangout? No, he just I think he's talking about the links for the Teesprings and all that.
No, it says hangouts.google.com. Hangouts.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you drop the wrong link?
Okay. I gotta take that out. Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I wouldn't have been
Not
good for
that I don't want Love My Drones to pop in again.
it
Last time.
wouldn't have worked, Val, for you.
Hi, Kim.
Yeah.
I gotta take it out of there.
He's the one who said it. Isn't that? He goes, Canadian Drone Hub, you shared the Hangout link. And I was like, what? And I'm looking up going,
No, it wouldn't have worked for you. I gotta delete it from my bookmark.
Yeah, yeah, he removed it. Very good. You just invited everyone, Roger.
We have some good viewers.
Yeah, we do. We're so
Yes,
blessed.
we do. Everybody in this group is awesome.
Hi, Kim.
Yeah, Momo is saying she lost to Harley in a divorce. Yeah, you can lose things you like in a divorce, but that's the point I wanted to make. I think the stakes have to be higher to get a divorce. I really do. I think you have to have stakes need to be high. And so if you're the best friend of your significant other, if that's your best friend, that's when those are high.
Yeah, and when you first get together, you got to set boundaries too. Like her and I, when we first got together, we set boundaries immediately. She did, anyways. I just abided by them. I didn't say anything. I didn't argue with them in any way. But the boundaries were set.
Good boy.
The rules were set right in the beginning. This is the rules if you want to be with me, and you have to abide by them. If you break those rules, there's no more us. Then there's no comebacks. There's no canceling. There's nothing. You're screwed. Okay, understood. And I've been a good boy and not broken those. They're ones that you'd have to be a moron to break them. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, yeah. It's just one of those things. You know, like going back to using, because I'm clean since 2003.
Nice.
So if I go back to using or anything like that, then obviously I'm going to be down the road. And I wouldn't expect anything less. That's one of the ones that was said that like you'd have to be an idiot to do that again. After this long of being clean.
What was one of your deal breakers, Hadley? Did you have any?
Mine was so when we first got together, she had a neighbor that lived right next door that was not a good example. Her best friend, believe it or not, cheating on her husband, all kinds of things that were going on. And my deal breaker was I preferred if you wouldn't hang out with her. It's not something that you can't hang out with her, but I'd prefer it if you don't hang out with her. And if you do, I'd rather not hear about it. And it got to a point where her and I moved in together, and there was somebody that we knew from where we had worked was staying with her while her husband was deployed overseas. And I just so happened to have his phone number, and I was friends with him, and I called him and said, hey, there's this guy living in your house with your wife, and he's like, I just got back right now. Like I just got to Davis Monthan Air Force Base. And I was all good. I'm not going to say anything to them, but when you get home, they're having a party over there. And I think it's for your welcome home party. But this guy in that red truck there, he's been living there. So just look around for stuff. And he found some stuff, and there was a big old fight. But her and her friend were no longer really friends after that. But,
I think you took care of that, Hadley.
Well, I'm sorry, but that is just not right. I don't have to be sorry about that. That's something I did what was right. That was something that he's serving our country. He's over there risking his life for our freedom, as they tell us in society. And I didn't feel that it was right. I don't know where he was deployed to. I don't know what his job criteria was. I don't know any of that. But I just know that he was serving in the military, and she was doing that to him. I couldn't stand by.
Your rule, let's not break this rule, was let's just have friends that we trust and respect.
It was somebody that you can, like I always tell her, do you trust them in our house without us home? And she will look at me and go, I don't know them well enough. I'm all, then they're not a friend yet. They're somebody we know. If we trust them in our home without us home, and we trust that nothing will be wrong when we get home after they were there and they weren't going to do something weird, then everything's going to be fine. That's a good friend. We have friends. And we have friends that we trust like that, but they're not many. There's not many because of the people that have came along that we've made friends with after we've been married that put on a good show and like don't know that I am as smart as I am and have, micro cameras in my house and they're watching my dogs and I watch one of them push my dog with their foot, because the like wouldn't go in the house. So they pushed my dog in the house with their foot instead of hoaxing it in with a treat or something. Like there was a couple of things that were done that, that says a lot about their personality.
Yeah, I
And,
have this thing with don't mess with my dogs.
no, don't mess with my
One of my
dogs.
rules in my house. If you're in here, don't mess with my dogs.
And if I'm trusting you,
Because I love
and we were paying them, weren't we? Didn't we pay them to help us with that?
So.
Yeah, we offered
a
them
little
like
bit of money.
it was $50 I gave him or something, and it was just for one day, morning and evening. We were going to be back the next morning to let them out. So I don't know. It's just one of those things like, you really have to think before you can trust somebody a whole bunch.
I think so. I think, wasn't it Drone Life who had a friend he let stay there and she took his stuff? And he kind of felt like you can't trust anyone. And I told him, no, you got to be better at discerning who's not good.
Oh yeah, no, there's people that she'll call right away. Nope, they're not going to cut it. They're not going to cut it. Trust me, they're not going to pass. They're not going to pass. And I'm like, I look at her, I'm like, what are you talking about? And she's like, it's just another one of those situations. And I'm like, okay. And then there's times I call it before it happens too. There's been a few of them where I'm like, are you out of your mind? Like, and you want to be friends with them? She's like, I don't have any friends right here where we're at. Like when we were in Oregon, there was a couple of people that she hung out with that weren't bad people, but I wouldn't trust them in my house, and before we left, she saw their true colors before we moved down here. But it took us moving for them to kind of just, I don't know. We went to an event with them and then they didn't acknowledge Summer even being there. So.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Hey, baby.
Little girl.
Okay, well, I'll say real quick to the chat. Ed, Love My Drones is in the house. Hack the Pat. Tim Robinson, hey, how you doing? I modded you up. Badugo, Rolex, hi. Let's see. Rick Halber still in. Legwork, hey, how you doing, darling? Love My Drones. I said Love My Drones. There's a lot of people in. Robert Stanton, Above and Beyond. Mo is in the house. That's just having fun. Roger,
I'm gonna go take the dogs out real quick, Val. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you go ahead. And let's see who else. Okay, Legwork. I've been reading your comments, Legwork. Star Cop looking for a cheap date by taking a vegan to a steakhouse. What the hell, Star Cop? What the hell? RJSRC. Hey guys, whether you're coming in, going out, or somewhere in between, go ahead and hit that like if you like the stream. We appreciate it. I like to see it, but don't have to. If you want to. I mean, yeah, there we go. Hey, so now that he's out, he's like, I don't know what they're doing in there. So with the drones and stuff, do you make him keep them in a certain place?
He does have a designated room. We call it the drone gin. But he has an entire bedroom where he just keeps all of his stuff. He actually has to get ready to share it with me because I need my office back. So we're getting ready to combine it into the drone gin / office. But I'm almost positive he'll still take over 3/4 of the room.
So what are you going to be using the office? What is your plans?
Well, we actually just picked up a free desk yesterday from a dental office that upgraded theirs. Yeah, it's a pretty nice desk. I couldn't beat it. It was free. So we picked that up. It used to be our spare bedroom, so the bed's still set up in there. We've got to break that down. Move some stuff around, make some room. But the desk will be set up shortly this week. and then I'll just move all my computer and all my junk in there with it.
So Hadley's gonna have to share his drone.
Yep, he's gonna have to share.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here's good. Here,
well-
you take that one, and I'll take this one.
Okay.
So they'll fit better.
Okay.
There we go. There we go.
There we go. There we go.
So
Yeah, we definitely need to get our computer going.
now you'll be sharing a room. I guess that's going to be really good because
Mhm.
then at least she can see you when you're working on drones.
Mhm.
Yep. And she comes in there. We've got like right now we've got a bed in there, so like she'll go in there and lift the blanket up and dump everything out of the way and sit down on the bed and talk to me. She's like, I hope there was nothing breakable there. And I'm like, I don't care if it was. You're coming in to sit down. She's coming in to visit with me while I'm working on stuff. It smells like solder in there and everything else. And she's hanging out, you know? So if she's coming in there, I'm not caring. If something got broke, oh, well, we'll figure it out.
Just really quick, I want to say hello to Nameless Droner. How you doing, dude? And we have Metro Drones just came in. Centroid. Okay, don't listen to him. He's a trouble. He makes
Oh,
trouble.
isn't Centroid a teacher?
Yes, but trouble.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a build on one of his live streams.
Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
interviewing me at 8 o'clock. What's it called? Eastern time on Thursday.
All right.
Better not cause too much trouble. I don't know. Has
Good
Summer
guy.
ever thought of learning a house whoop?
I actually I used to fly one around the house.
Mhm.
Crashed.
I didn't tell anybody about it. You
I
can tell.
crashed quite a bit.
Can you? There we go.
Yeah,
I can hear you now.
okay. Crashed quite a bit. It was very frustrating for me. Not even gonna lie, it was very frustrating. I can't get the thumb coordination down, and I think that's my biggest downfall just with drones or
Well, you
quadcopters,
didn't like
whatever
playing
everyone
video
wants to
games
call
like
them.
that too.
That's just my biggest downfall with everything. So hopefully one day I'll either be able to get it or something will be invented that's a little easier, a little more dummy proof.
Right. It's
Right.
I think it's hard to do it and try to find the time sometimes when you're learning it.
Mhm.
I don't like not being able to do stuff, so it gets hard for me sometimes.
Yeah, that's the you have this like when I first started, I can say this from my perspective. When you have a goal that you want to reach, and like when you pick up something and you see someone else doing it so easily,
Right.
and it's a struggle just to get the thing off of the ground, which it was for me. I mean, how many times did you die laughing at me? And I was all mad. I'm all, shut up, Summer. And like the pride is gone at that moment, and she's just poking it, and she's like, is it okay? Are you doing okay? You know what I mean? Like it was fun. It was fun, but it's so hard to just get over it's throttle control. So difficult.
It is
And
control because that's where I'm having my problems.
yeah,
Just
and if you can
just even. Yeah.
Mhm. Oh yeah, it got to a point where I was just when we got a couple of tiny whoops for us. I bought like I think 6 of them and put cameras on them like Kim did and Roger. I think I bought six whoops and I bought 2 cameras because I just put them on with hot glue and soldered them on. And because I was having trouble like getting used to the FPV. Because remember, I got my drone and I was flying at line of sight for the longest time. I didn't even put goggles on. I was just out there flying it. I didn't care. I didn't need goggles. It's a toy, you know, like it was an RC car or something. And one day somebody was like, that's got a camera on it. I was like, yeah, I know. Why don't you put some goggles on? All right. I try it and like, I didn't like it, and he's like, get a whoop. Okay. I got a whoop and went a little overzealous and bought, I thought I bought 2, but I bought bought 2-3 times or something like that. I don't know. I did something stupid. Clicked on it one too many times, and it just charged me 3 times.
And Tim Robinson says, "I feel better knowing that Hadley was once there." LOL.
Oh yeah, yes I was. Yeah.
Oh, he was.
Oh yes.
It's hate to say it, it's nice to hear that he was having trouble.
Oh yeah. No, I have had my struggles. Like if it wasn't for some of the people, somebody's about to rip the headphone out. If it wasn't for some of the people that have came along, I've met along the way, like I swear God puts people in your path. And some of the people that I've met, like her brother, friends with a team pilot for Flight 1, and didn't have a clue that he knew him, and like I met him through some other people, and I mentioned that was her brother, and like everything changed, like everything. Like it was crazy. Like all of a sudden I was like under his wing. Okay, kid, I'm going to show you some cool stuff. I'm like, wait, what? I'm going to show you how to do some tricks. And I'm like, like my mouth's wide open. I'm like, Summer, anytime he calls and he says, come fly, I'm going, because he's going to tell me what to do. And she's like, okay. And I started making videos like more often then. And she's like, I can actually see the difference. It's okay if it's $20 in gas to go see him every time, I guess. Because it was $20 in fuel just to go fly with him. It's a good drive, an hour each way. And I don't know, he was somebody that really helped me. Christian, Cinny, FPV, or he goes by Prolapse FPV. I don't know. He flies for Flight 1. Really good guy.
Nice.
Yeah, he's really helped me a lot.
Inside, I call it yo-yo, but it's more like one of those paddles in the rubber band. Smash the ceiling, smash the floor, repeat.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Turn the fan off. Turn the ceiling fan off when she goes to fly every time.
And I'll tell you a secret, because I think Roger's sleeping.
He's smoking. He's smoking. He's awake.
Hitting the ceiling and hitting the floor too. Kim has extra gray hairs now because of it. Kim was helping him, right?
Yeah. So the biggest thing I can suggest, if you're having throttle issues and trying to get used to it, drain the battery down just by trying to hover around. And like, do you have anywhere in your house, Val, that's smooth, like tile or linoleum or something? Yeah. Just try to get it so it's just barely coming up off of the ground and flying forward on the ground, and you'll start to feel where the lift point is, doing it that way. And that's the way I learned to get like the throttle control after I got those whoops. Those things really helped with getting me past that, but they also taught me some bad habits. Like once you get the throttle down, don't try to rely on that angle mode stuff. Once you get flying, try to get yourself switched over to acro as soon as you've got the throttle down, so you don't have the auto level correcting yourself. And with acro, you still do the same thing on the ground or real low.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Because you really want to get eventually you're going to want to get up to where you can fly a couple feet off of the ground and fly in like a circle and keep control of it in acro. And that's like the biggest next step after you get throttled down, is just going in a circle without it flipping over or falling down backwards and like running into something. So like, if you ever need help, Val, just message me. I'll video chat with you and talk to you about little ideas and tricks that I learned along the way.
So Summer, we need to learn.
Yes. We can learn together.
There you go. You guys can video chat together.
Because I think it's hard when people really know what they're doing, and then you're sitting there trying to do it. I think it gets. I think they're going to get just upset with me, right? Like, do you ever get this? Or
I have so much patience. You have no idea.
From our point of view, it's frustrating. They make it look so easy.
Right?
Inside my head, I'm screaming, don't crash, don't crash. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh God, I made it through the gap. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Trust me, inside my head, it's not calm.
No.
There's an argument going on in there. Am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? No, you're not gonna make it. Just do it anyways.
I do this tree. It has GPS.
Oh, yeah, that's what's up right there. Yeah. And
it has a hold. And so for me, it's fun because it's It's a lot.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Val, did you actually? Oh, okay.
Val, what did you touch?
Uh-oh, I think we're still here. It looks like on the live stream.
Yeah, we're
So-
still on live. It's
Okay.
just
Oh, there she is.
out. She'll come back.
Yeah, you're muted. There you go, Val. Now you're good.
I'm okay.
Whoops.
Okay. So I lifted this and it hit my cord.
I had a
But
feeling.
yeah, right. Because I was touching stuff. But I love this guy. But it's hard when everybody knows what they're doing and I don't.
It's don't ever feel inferior because that person that does know was in your shoes at one point. Trust me. There was somebody there, and there might be somebody that's been doing it a couple years longer than me that was struggling along when there wasn't even a YouTube video to show them how to fix something. And those are the ones that, like they might not share with you what they know because of their struggles,
Right.
It's like that in working on cars, the mechanic world. Most mechanics don't share their tricks. And you have to be very observant to learn those tricks and not tell them and be sly about peeking when you're working next to the guy that's been working for 30 years on the same company. You get wise. You watch.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think I just need to get out there and make sure I can get it to be level and not just go off everywhere, and then get that throttle down. The throttle.
Yep.
I want to make it hover. I want to bring it up and just be able to hover in the same place and stay.
Yep.
That's what I want to do.
Slow movement.
Bang, 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 bang. Whoop.
So the thing about, like, everybody needs to remember, like, when you're first starting out, the throttle isn't going to be instantaneous. When you give it throttle, it's still got to spool up. It's got to create the thrust. So you're going to have a second delay before, like, it actually takes off on, like, a tiny whoop, especially as you're going up with the throttle. Like, you might go a second too far with your push and when it's just starting to lift. So if you just increase it gradually, that's why I'm telling you just to hover around on the ground and get it going. And then you'll be able to take off from there and you'll feel when it's actually giving itself its lift.
Yeah,
you'll get it. You're going to try this tonight, Val, and you're going to be on there and be like, Justin, you taught me.
Yeah, because, Kim was trying to do it. Hey, Electrical Dynamo, how you doing, darling? Kim was trying to tell me, is the throttle really small, right? And I'm like, yeah, it is small. But when it doesn't do exactly what I want when I want, then I tend to give it more to make it go where I wanted it to go.
Yeah.
And then it's just shooting everywhere.
Yeah, because all of a sudden it hits its power band.
And it's really embarrassing. The guys are
don't be embarrassed.
Video. Oh
man, you have no idea how much stuff I've broke. I've got pictures. I've had to replace glass and pictures and stuff in the house.
Summer.
She's probably going to ask me what picture I did that to after we're off of here.
Was it a wedding? Oh, she didn't.
It's this one up here, the family
I love
one.
you. I love you. I love you.
Who is this guy? Hadley, famous
Blizzard. What's going on, buddy?
With his wife, Summer. So Summer,
yeah, this is my wife.
Let's talk about your channel a little bit, and then I'm probably going to have Roger left.
Yeah, he said he'll be right back. He's going to get something to drink, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Keep an eye on him. But what are you wanting to do with your channel? I mean, is it going to be about RC cars?
I honestly don't know where it's going to go at this present moment. I'm still kind of trying to figure out where I want to take it.
If you start with grooming dogs, I will be a faithful fan. I keep telling her to. She's got so many tricks that I see her do every time, and I'm like, where'd you come up with that? Oh, I saw a tutorial on it the other day, and it sped up my timing with some dogs, and I'm like, I like it, because she used to see me do that with working on cars all the time, looking for shortcuts to make more money. And then it got to the point where I felt guilty because, I'm getting something done books for 4 hours in like a 45-minute time span.
But that's what you're supposed to do. You charge
Mm.
you charge by the job because it's a
Mhm.
4-hour job. If you can get it done sooner, it's because you're really good, and
Mhm.
that's okay.
I know. I guess it just made me feel guilty at night. Like
I
it
know.
was on my conscience.
know.
I'm too good. I'm too nice sometimes. And it takes time for it to eat at me. Like that was what, 15, 16 years, 17 years working on cars.
Yes.
It finally got to me.
Right.
So, you know.
Yeah, I forgot what do they call that? There's a particular name.
Book time, or
Yeah,
flat rate or flag time.
Flat rate.
Yeah, flat rate. Yep.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
I had
flat
been
rate.
married to a mechanic at one time.
Yeah, the
And
flat
he's
rate
the
was very beneficial for me. There was some times that I made some great money working flat rate. It was really awesome, but you know, can you live with yourself afterwards? Eventually I couldn't.
I think
Kim,
so.
go ahead and bring her on down. I would love to bathe Roxy.
Yeah, breathe her on down, Kev.
I know, right?
It's nice down here, man. As soon as you hit the States, get her registered as a service dog, you're in. You can put her on any plane you want with you.
Could you imagine Roxy lifting her part saying, F everybody? Everyone on the plane, and they're going, look at her sweet, sweet self.
Oh, I know.
Smiles as she tells everyone to.
My brown one, when I take her on a plane ride with me, because she's my registered service animal, she farts, man, and it stinks. And when you're on a plane, it's bad. People move. They're like, "Can I get a different seat?" Because you make sure she goes to the potty before you get on the plane.
Yeah.
And she's gonna fart eventually because she made room, and it stinks bad. And, it's gonna happen. And great dog, great socialite with people, but man, she can stink out a plane.
My dogs always wait to do that till they jump up on my bed, and I'll be just about asleep, and then I'll hear this like little small sound, and then my dog would just turn around and look at me and go, rrr, 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 like,
What do you expect?
What do you want me to do?
What do you want me to do? It
Nothing
slipped
to
out.
see here.
It just slipped out, Mom. There's a lot of work getting up here.
Oh my God. Yeah, I gotta tell you. Oh, Tim, interesting. I'm trying to read the chat, do everything at once. I'm not really good. It goes, oh, PC repairers are just as bad. They would charge you 40 pounds just to walk in the door. Yes, that is true.
Yeah, that is very true.
That is true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim, the video I made with the mini drone and the dog, Bordeaux.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Bordeaux's are beautiful dogs.
Oh, can I tell you? Yeah, Joey died when I was at a business thing, and I mean, I had a really hard time with that. But yeah, so I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Tim Robinson. So I gotta say, guys, I think that if you do dog grooming and you do it where, see, this is what I need, right? And I need, like, how do you do things fast so you can fit them in your day and do everything else you have to do? And it's like with you guys. You guys have you oh my God.
I don't sleep a lot, Val.
Dog,
I don't get a lot of sleep.
Repairs. You taking care of Hadley here, him taking care of you. You all trying to get all that done, spend significant time together, good quality time together. And then you look at your dogs, you're like, okay, now you need a bath, you need to be brushed. Yeah. And I could brush my dogs an hour every night and still have hair everywhere.
Yeah, that de-shedding treatment every 4 weeks would help. Yeah, Val, if you got them like a de-shedding treatment program every 4 weeks, right, Summer?
Yeah, about
after a period of time, it's not going to be right away. You're not going to see results right away. It's like anything, consistency. You will start to notice a difference, like 6 months down the road. or longer, and you're gonna have to keep up on your brushings and stuff. But at first, it's gonna be a ton of hair. Oh my God, because all of it's shedding. It's gets rid of all the stuff that's about to
Spring is
shed.
coming, and I'm terrified.
Oh yeah, spring is coming. I would
They're
start
gonna
doing the
let that go.
de-shedding treatments now, right, Summer?
Yeah, you can start them now. And the nice thing that I like with the Kong brushes is that you can go back and forth. It's not like a regular brush where you just take it and swipe it, because it's rubber and it
Oh,
doesn't have any metal, no prongs
that
of
can't
any
hurt
sort.
them.
No, it doesn't hurt them at
No.
all. So, and it'll get really deep down in there, and you just go back and forth, and you'll see a lot come out with the
Yes.
Kong brush.
Yeah. Like it works great on our dogs.
Momo. I'm sorry. Dad was
That's
trying
okay.
to get out of bed again, so Momo's got to go in. Her dad is so cool, but he can be a stinker sometimes, right, Momo? So she's going to go help him.
Oh, Summer was around when I had to take care of my grandfather. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
He had COPD really bad, and it killed him. But yep, I took care of him up until the day we got married.
Oh wow.
He passed away
2 weeks later.
2 weeks later. He was in hospice when we got married.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there was nothing I could do.
The elder care I do now, I just do a couple days a week. It started out as me just helping someone out, but I ended up really liking it, taking care of Mary. But yeah, so yes, she's been on hospice for like 3 years. She's just not ready to go.
Yeah. Some people aren't.
Dementia, everything happening to her little bones, and I just want to cry for her. But she's just like, yeah, I'm here, kind of where it is, and I figure until we get the lessons she's here to teach.
Yep. Nobody realizes the lessons that you're going to learn in life until you've learned them.
Right.
I mean, having to feed my grandfather through a peg tube, it was pretty trying, having to bathe him, it wasn't having to change his diaper.
Yeah.
It was a lot of work. It's taxing. And, I didn't like the company that would come out, and like the nurses and stuff that would come out. They're always telling me, you need to go down to this place and they're going to pay you. I never went. I didn't want to get paid for that. Like my grandparents were like my saving grace. So the last thing I could do is ask them for, I know it's not coming out of his pocket and it's coming out of the insurance, but it just didn't feel right, because they adopted me. Well, became my guardians when I was like almost 13.
Yeah.
And I spent my whole life going through the system. So at least I could do. You know what I mean?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my
They're
God.
hilarious.
Kim, you are not doing elder care for Roger. You are such a twit. Oh my God.
Roger's going to be, I'll be right back. You're going to hear a loud crack. You'll be in there whacking him with something.
See what
Kim,
I go
be good.
Through?
Be good, Kim. Be good.
Roger. Oh my God. He said, shut up, Roger. No, Roger needs to beat you. That's right. Shut up, down. Oh, no, you quit. I'm not.
Thanks, Furball Kim. Get yourself kicked out now. Jesus.
You realize I'm coming to Canada, right, Kim? You do realize as you're saying this stuff. Mm-hmm.
I know. And then watch. He's gonna come on downstairs and go in the room with Roger.
He'll be like, do that bad look. And I'll be like, I don't care. I'm going to beat the hell out of you. Yeah. You take a stick and just beat you until the piñata opens and all the candy falls out.
That's not right.
Oh my God. Okay. It's okay. I already built my ice cave. Could you imagine him?
That's a long walk down there, though, Kim. That's
That's right. Paducah, are you leaving, darling? You have a good night, and thank you so much for coming in, and hopefully
Tim
soon
Robinson.
we'll control.
How's it going, Tim?
Oh, Kim.
I just see him right there.
Ice cave. And Roxy's gonna go and pee on it because I'm gonna send you there.
She's gonna pee the door closed.
That's right. Have to break through the yellow ice to get out. Yeah. Hey, Roger, make sure you do a film of that because I want to see that on YouTube.
He'll probably catch it on live because he's always live streaming. We just need to get him a wireless camera that hooks up to his computer so he could go and walk around and be like, yeah, see this over here? And he'd be on live stream on his computer, wireless.
That's Tim's yellow cave. No cave.
I didn't mean that. Like in the morning when his neighbors plow in his driveway. I mean, I'm in Arizona. I don't get to see a plow do anything. It would have been kind of cool to see.
Right.
Yeah. See all the snow move. I'll just be sitting there watching it, just waking up going, that's actually kind of relaxing.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
So for the third time, I know Kim's birthday's in April, and he'll be a whopping, what was it, 70?
Yeah.
Oh
Let me
Jesus.
show you.
It's not that old.
He's right.
No wonder he's so feisty.
I know. I'm gonna do what we did to my mama's little walker. I'm gonna put a little bell on it so I can ring it as he's going by. Ring, 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 ring.
Oh man, Val.
Him.
Oh
Gosh. He's
yeah,
gonna be
60.
60. That's right.
There we go. That's better. That's a lot better. Jeez, added 10 years onto him, Val.
I did it on purpose. Yeah, because my 60th birthday is going to be in November.
Oh, okay.
Right? So
yeah, you got to give him a hard time because he was first.
Got some black balloons heading his way. Little piñatas, one-legged piñatas with a little drone. I got some stuff.
Oh, Kim. Poor guy.
I know.
Poor Kim. Just make sure you're out there flying a lot, Kim. You'll be fine.
Where's Kim?
I mean, his tutu video got the most views.
It did good. I was hilarious. All my girlfriends.
At least it was warm outside.
Yeah, I told you that so many
Think of having to do that in the wintertime, Kev. Sorry.
Hey, Tim Robinson, thanks so much for coming in. It was so much fun. And we'll see you soon.
Nice seeing you, Tim. Take care.
Oh my gosh. Don't forget, guys, whether you're coming in, going out, or somewhere in between, hit that like. Remember, Val, I have a massive yard. You could end up lost out back and screaming on live feed. I'm lost. He's telling me he's going to leave me somewhere in the backfield.
Kim, quit scaring her, man. If you want her to show up. Jesus.
That's right.
God.
The baseball bat, boy.
I know.
Like Tim. So anyway, hey, Roger.
Good night, Tim. Have a good night, buddy.
Could you send Paul the link? Thank you, Roger.
Your dog is not leaving you alone today.
The link, yeah.
So
why is she so needy tonight?
I have another grooming question.
Okay.
How long should you brush your dog should you do it like once a week?
For yours, I would do minimum 3 times a week.
How long?
Till the hair's gone? Oh, I'm
Anywhere
just
from 15
kidding.
to 20
Oh my
minutes.
gosh, I'd be there forever because I think it grows. It's just grows.
Quit hitting me, ripping. That backfired.
Not how this is supposed to happen.
I made sure I put her up front so I can hide behind. So if she beats on me, she's gonna rip that earbud out of her.
That can hurt. I get hooked on stuff. So
Well, there's times I'll get up and walk away from here with these in my ear and go,
YouTube doesn't want me to get up, honey.
I know. Yeah, I know. Hey, I get up, the computer's dragging with me. It's dinner time. I gotta go.
Oh my God. You're an evolution. So how long should I brush them for? Because they would sit there for hours and just be like, and they fight each other because they both want to be brushed at the same time.
I mean, I would say 15 to 20 minutes. If they let you go longer and you want to, you can. I mean, it's not going to hurt them.
Am I ever going to catch up?
It's hard to say.
What's that? Is that a professional term?
The
professional dog groomer.
The term that I heard from our neighbor that has what is it, a mastiff? Is it a mastiff?
Oh geez,
I don't know if it's a big dog. It's huge, and she said that she brushes her dog every day for an hour.
Which one?
The underbite dog. It's big. It's giant. Like taller than my waist.
Yeah.
Huge dog. The hair's not like short, but it's not long either. It's about that long, a couple inches long hair. And Summer was doing a streamline on it, and she said she brushes that dog an hour every day. Oh. I just shook my head going, I couldn't do that. Oh, but that's a lot of dog. I mean, it might take an hour to brush the whole dog.
So I wouldn't get to, I mean, it's hard to watch a lot of YouTube anyway when I'm working the kind of hours I work and I'm streaming and I'm on Roger's stream, which I love. I'm not,
It takes a lot of time. It does. It takes a lot of time out of your day.
And if I'm brushing them 2 hours.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Just give up my total life. I'm just going to be a hermit. I want to be able to leave the house.
You don't need to sleep.
You need an apprentice.
Sleep's overrated.
Val, you need an apprentice. Apprentices are free and they get school credit.
For brushing my dog?
Whatever chores you have them do. I don't know. I just saw it on Two Broke Girls last night. I just thought it was a great idea. I was like, I need an apprentice.
That's what I'm going to get. All I have to do. Roger, Paul said he needs it sent to his email.
I sent him the email link, but it doesn't work. The way you send it to me, it doesn't work for him, Val. I have to have the link, that little square.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, he needs a pop-up.
Yeah, you just want that little man where it is there, and you get the link, copy, paste, and send it email. Works a lot better like that.
Oh my gosh. You treat me like I know what the hell I'm doing.
That's messed up, Cam. Do you really vacuum Roxy?
Oh, yeah, she likes getting the vacuum passed on her.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Thank God she has short hair.
My dogs would so eat me if I tried that.
They're big enough.
So Roger, I'm going to send it to you.
That's crazy.
I never find his email. I do not.
Okay.
You go near one of my dogs with a vacuum, you're about to get attacked.
I would. Yeah, they'd hold me down and beat me.
Oh, my dog! If I'm trying to vacuum, my dogs go after it and attack the dang thing. It's been a couple of times; it's been ripped out of my hand. Dog full force, full speed, just tackles it right out of my hand. I'm like, hello. It's not killing me, I swear.
Like Roger saying, Roger needs an hour of brushing too.
Oh.
Well, that's at the end of the wintertime because he gets all his hair.
Yeah. It's very fluffy.
Face.
Oh, yeah. I've been grumbled at to shave down this already.
Yes.
Yeah.
My dogs won't let me get a vacuum near them, and they won't do their little nails. I bought a grinder to help, and they said, yeah. Yeah, I won't say what they said. I was.
Oh yeah.
It was pretty foul. I'll just say.
So the thing I can suggest with dogs and their feet and grinding them, because Summer has me deal with all of the chaos with that, at the house anyways, play with their feet. Mess with their feet all the time. Get them comfortable with you grabbing their feet up. Make them shake a paw if you can get them to learn that. And back feet as well. Mess with their feet, especially when you're laying in bed and their foot's near you. Just grab it, start messing with it, toying with the toenails and stuff, and get them loosened up with you grabbing a hold of their feet. Because if they're not used to it, it could end up in an aggressive situation too, because it scares them, because the vibration feeling.
I can tell you that my dog, my husky, if we even touched his tail, he was a mess. But now it's taken 3 years, but now I can touch his tail and hold on to it, and he'll just look at me going, really? Really?
Yeah. He's like, come on, Mom.
Let go.
Yeah.
So he's finally to the point where
he trusts you.
Out.
Yeah, he trusts you.
Yeah, both my dogs do. It took a while. They were pretty abused before I got them. So it took me some time.
I mean, just for a dog, spending time in a pound is abuse enough. It really is.
And Ranger will actually let me kiss his snout now. He wouldn't before. I know people don't. Yeah.
Yeah, be careful.
I think their snout. But it took a while.
There he is. How's it going, Paul?
Hey, Paul.
Hey there. How's everybody doing?
You're
doing
very
good. Doing good. Oh, yeah, he's got.
Oh, there we go.
There it is.
Glasses on.
What I use in the daytime is I use a filter off of one of my drones.
ND filter, huh?
Yeah.
Is that an ND8 or ND4?
ND4, I think. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my desk face towards it's all windows, and so in the daytime I get all that extra light in here.
I thought you were in your garage.
No. Everybody thinks it's my garage because this is my green screen behind me. Anybody buy that?
Summer, this is his KVC. Is that what it is? Is it QVC rack?
He's got the QVC sales rack right behind him, just to pull out and display. Okay, so this is your pressure cooker that you guys can get for $199.99. I'm just kidding.
And it works. Don't worry about it.
You can see me tonight at 12 on HSN.
That's awesome. I know. I should be getting paid by New Wave. Always telling people about that.
You use the New Wave? What is that thing? Is it just?
I use it for my pot brownies and stuff, and pot cookies and stuff like that. But my grandma bought it for me for a wedding gift or something like that. I've had it for a long time. Yeah, I've had it quite a long time, but I just use it for that. Like when we first got it, I used it, tried cooking with it. It's all right. It does cook quickly, but
oh God.
Oh, he's got a New Wave right there. Yep.
Here we go. Okay, QVC. Yep.
I've never used it, but here it is.
You've never used it?
Yeah.
In fact, it's got dust on it. If you can
see it. Oh yeah,
it.
you can see it. Oh yeah. Oh okay, wow.
So, hey, Chris Hope. Let me tell you.
Easy, don't get all that dust on your computer there, Paul.
I love gadgets. I'm as bad as Paul is when it comes to that stuff.
Oh yeah, no, we love to cook. And if there's we still need to get the pressure cooker, because Summer's been wanting that. And
which one?
I want an Instant Pot.
Instant Pot, that's what it is.
Get it.
Yeah.
Just get it. Just do it. Just
all right, we'll go to Bed Bath & Beyond and go get it tonight, Summer.
I have two of them, one larger than the other, and I tell you what, for doing ribs and all kinds of stuff, it's just fall apart, delicious.
Yeah, that's what I just want something where if I'm gonna go fly and she's at work and we come home, there's a meal made and I'm not tired. My eyes, when I go fly for 8 hours, my eyes get strained from being in the goggles that much. And like, there's times when I'm driving home going, I don't know if I should be driving because everything's blurry as crap right now because they're so fatigued. And like, if it's nighttime, I see stuff off in the distance that's fake. You know what I mean? That my mind's making up stuff.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Well, I wanted to back up Roger's statement about the vacuum on Roxy. I had a big Siberian Husky with the big long hair, you know. And she used to love me to use, I didn't use the head, but I had the wand and I would just suck that hair out of her just because I'd be out back brushing her and it was looked like Santa Claus Sunday, you know, where the Santa Clauses are floating through the air and they'd be all over the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
So
that's the way our backyard looks some days. So sorry for our neighbors.
My roommate moved my big Instapot 8-quart. It was an Instapot. He put it on the oven, and then the next day he turned on the oven and melted the whole bottom of it.
Oh
so
no!
You want me how he fixed it? You want to guess how he fixed it?
Not a clue.
I don't even know.
He told me not to worry. He was sure it would work.
Duct tape. Yeah. Duct
He
tape.
melted all the wires, everything.
For us men, duct tape, that's the answer.
That's the answer.
I mean,
I don't have my Instapot now, but I have a pressure cooker like Paul's, or maybe yours is a red Instapot. I don't know. But I will tell you, you want to use it. You can throw a ham in there with beans and some chicken broth, and you'll have the best ham soup. And it takes, what, 45 minutes? Turn it on for 45 minutes. So really.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
If you go away, the nicest part is you can go away and it stays warm for 8 hours or 10 hours or whatever until you come back.
Yep, that's what I'm talking about right there. Because like the crock pot, we use that quite a bit. And there's some times where I'm like, the meat just tastes rubbery, like it's overcooked. Because it doesn't, you know, it's got a timer of 4 or 6 hours on high.
It doesn't infuse those juices back in.
No, it just sweats it out and stays in the juice, you know, in the water. Yeah.
It's a gourmet QVC cook. His real name is David. You know that guy David on that. Yeah, he does good. So what I want now is I want one of those Fry Daddy things.
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
I can have it now.
I got one out in the kitchen. I use that.
You have what?
I have one out in the kitchen. I got a deep fryer out there in the kitchen.
Yep.
And I also have one of those kitchen countertop little ovens, you know. But I bought the one that also you can flip the switch on top and it becomes a pressure cooking oven.
Oh, kidding.
That's cool.
Yeah. Never used it either.
Crack me up, man. This guy over here, I never used it.
You know?
So what caused you to buy it?
What's that?
What makes you buy this?
You watch those shows and everything is so cool and the food looks so good. Like,
I know. Are you up late too? Those damn infomercials in the middle of the night. You wake up because you got to go pee, and then you go back to bed, and the damn thing's on. And it's got you hooked, and you're by the time you're done, you're on the tablet ordering it. I already know. I already know.
Call in.
I know. How many of those things have we sent back? Because
too damn many.
Summer's like, you seriously ordered that? I'm like, but it looks so good. And she's like, we can go to the store and buy it at Walmart and save shipping. All right, fine. I'll cancel the order. And we'll have it today. Okay. She's like, I'll stop at Walmart on my way home.
When you buy it on QVC or HSN or what, Home Shopping or whatever, they sell it to you. You can actually see it working. When was the last time you're in Walmart and you saw the darn thing working?
I know.
True.
I know. You never see it in action.
Somebody there doing the Vanna White thing, and you know.
I know.
Here it is.
I know. Yeah, and then there's somebody like my wife that's like, just return it, cancel the order, and I'll stop and pick one up on my way home. I'm like, okay, but those people work so hard. Okay.
They sold it to you. And
yeah, they got me sold. Yeah, exactly.
You have a hard infomercial, and they tell you it does everything: make your coffee, walk your dog. Now, if they said your dog, they may have me at that point.
Yeah.
They have me at that point.
Yeah, I saw a guy taught his dog to walk through this. Like he took like what was it? Push broom heads, and he put them on this little frame, and he taught his dog to walk through it. And he got his dog going in and out of this thing. I don't know how many times, and like he came home. It's like a pun video too. It's hilarious. The dog's sides are like perfectly de-shedded, all nice and combed, and it's got like this, the shed coat that they have, and it was just like a mohawk down this dog's back. And the pun was, I think I need to redesign it. I need to put one on the top. But the dog was going through it ritually after he taught it. It must have felt good.
Summer, don't you think that the dogs, when they get so much hair buildup, they like to have it taken out?
Yeah. It's like a
got to be like itchy to them,
Yeah, it's just that. Well, clean. I'm sure Val, you and I can relate. It's like when you come home after a long day of work and you take your bra off. It's that moment.
Yep.
Summer, Jesus.
I don't know if that's like there.
It is. What can you do?
Well, that's a good time for the husband too. He says, "Oh, yeah, let's relax."
No comment.
Hey, John Darrow. So Paul, have you bought one of those air fryers yet?
Yeah, I got one sitting up there on the shelf. Yeah.
I was curious. Yeah, that's like, we're over here like, have you done reviews on these, Paul?
No, actually, I bought another air fryer, and I ended up taking it back because I thought, this is silly. I don't use half of anything else I got, because I bought it at Sam's Club instead. I didn't get sold on it at QVC. Otherwise, I'd have it, But so then QVC started selling them, and I had to have it again, so I bought it from there,
I'm telling you, like, you just can't win. Like,
it's like when those shows come on the cooking channels, I'm like, you see in the cartoons where you're staring at it and your eyes are going like this.
Got tranced. Yeah. Well, and I keep saying, like, we need to get rid of TV because, like, what was it, the thing you bought? You bought something that was like for doing your hair. It was like for doing a bun or something.
Oh yeah,
I hate that thing. I hate that thing. Like, it in the back, it don't look right. It looks, she got all these, I don't know, it just doesn't look right. And she got sold on the commercial.
Yes, I did.
And she was sold, and she wore that thing daily. Washed it all the time.
The worst
and
thing
I'm just like, oh my God.
The worst thing I ever bought on, I think it was HSN or was it QVC, one of the two, was, you seen the old guy on there where he gets on this contraption and he inverts himself and stretches himself out?
Oh yeah, those things. Those will hurt your back quick.
It attaches to your feet. I bought one of those.
Oh man.
And I set it up, and I live alone, okay?
Oh no.
And they tell you how it was the Teeter brand, made Teeter. And it's like,
keep it together, Val.
I was like a whale hanging up by its fin.
Oh man!
And I had visions. My head started hurting, and the blood rushed to my head, and I couldn't get up, and I didn't have the phone near me or anything. And I says, "This is it, Lord." And I was able somehow, by a miracle, slip my feet out of that restraints on your ankles, and I went fa-boom down on the floor.
I bet.
And I called them back up, and I says, "There's no warning in there that you should have a spotter," that, all that kind of stuff.
Paul, we know somebody that cut 3 fingers off with one of those.
Yeah, and I sent it back, and they refunded me double the money.
Wow.
It could have killed you. I mean, if you couldn't have got loose and you passed out, that would have been it.
That'd been it.
Yeah, you would have had a stroke eventually,
So
from
Paul,
too much blood rush. Yep.
If someone says, "Let me tie your feet to this and put you upside down," what do you say?
Well, it depends on if it's Val, that's a different story. But if it's mechanical.
So I went and I got one of those gazelles. You know that Tony guy? You can do it. And I'm doing that thing, right, that they do. and then all of a sudden the legs start going back and forth at the same time. I'm like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And then my whole body went up onto
Over
it,
top.
and I was hanging like this on it. My daughter came running in and had to push me back over. I went, oh my God.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think any kind of that exercise equipment, you should automatically have a spotter there, because
I'm in complete agreement of that. Like, we can get ourselves into some predicaments, we're trying to do something and if anybody else has back problem, we'll do about anything for that back pain to go away.
I was just asking you about one of those the other day.
I know,
too.
and I looked at you and I said, "You're out of your mind. I ain't letting anything like that in our house."
It's okay. It's okay if you have a spotter, somebody there helping you to do it.
Yeah.
But for him to be gone and you're going to do it on your own,
No, then they should have they should have something else attached to that, as like, if you've gotten yourself in a predicament where you're stuck, you pull this cord and it lets it down, or it breaks, like the V thing breaks, so it just comes down, where it breaks down and it's safe again because you're not upside down vulnerable.
Yeah. You remember those boots that they were selling that had the hooks on them where you put the bar up in the doorway and hang upside down? I came home from work one day and my ex-wife's hanging there and says, "How long you been there?" Help me up. I says, "How long you been there?" She says, "Long enough. Get me down out of here."
Oh
no. Yeah.
But there was a reward to that story. She was completely naked when she was doing it.
Oh, Jesus.
Paul. Lucky me, not the mailman,
Right?
Oh, my God.
Or the fire department,
Again, my grandson, I don't know how I got here. I don't even know whose stream it is. I just wandered in here, Dee. I promise.
Well, Val, if you notice, Roger's left the building.
Yeah, Roger. Sometimes when our conversation gets, he leaves. No, those total gyms, how great they are. They had that one girl, ooh, look at this, look at this, look at this, I can do this. Well, my friend had one, she wasn't going to use it. She said, "I just don't use it. You can have it." I said, "Good." And I thought, if you flat on it, you go back and forth. What is that? That is nothing. So I thought, well, what if I put it all the way up to its highest point down, and then I grab those little spring action things and hold them up in the air, and I slowly let it down, slowly bring it. I don't know what I was thinking. All I know is my hands are up here, and all it whipped my hand some which way. Now I'm careening down this thing.
Oh no.
I pop up, because that's how hard I hit the sliding glass door. Oh my God, it made me pee. I hit so hard. I mean, this was a
I can't even breathe. Oh God, that was good. Poor Val. But those things I'm telling you.
I thought it was in some kind of meeting, and I'm texting her what happened, and her friend said, "What's going on?" She goes, "I don't know. Mom was on a total gym," and she reads the whole thing out loud. And oh my God. You really told everyone.
Well, now everybody knows too.
Well, see, Val,
you be careful with that stuff.
Yes,
Val, if that were today, you would have a camera going, and everybody would have seen it.
You think that looked fun? Like, woo? No. It looked more like
Oh man, I've had some funny things happen, let's just say the least. Oh God. So learning to ride a wheelie on a crotch rocket, it wasn't like an easy feat, because you I don't know, like
It didn't endanger your feet, did it?
Oh, it endangered everything. Everything. I don't know how many motorcycles I flipped over backwards and almost killed myself with. Oh, yeah. Summer was always like, really, another one? My friend's got 4 of them in his backyard that he bought off me that were totaled. He's like, we could make one good one out of them.
It's the wonder Summer didn't let you out of the house in one of those big poof suits, the ones that are padded all the way around.
Well, she always said, she's like, I don't know how you survive all the time. You just keep taking it and getting up and walking away like nothing's wrong.
Well, she said confidence in you. She kept upping the insurance on you. The hell?
Probably. I'm telling you. And if you hadn't, you better start.
Right? Oh.
I was always resilient, though. I don't know how. There was some things that I'd done that. How's it going, everybody?
By the way, guys, I want to let you know that I'm interviewing John DiNardo on Sunday.
Yes, there you go.
So, hey, Mike Roach, you're never late. You're never late, darling. I just want to introduce everyone that's up on the panel. We have Roger here, who is now eating dinner. Roger.
He's like,
you know what?
I'm on here all the time. I don't care.
I wait until he puts something in his mouth, and I go, "Oh, by the way, Roger," and then put him. Like, just I know you do.
She just look at that stare you're getting, Val.
I know, because he wants to call me a twit.
Oh, he took himself off of mute.
He's not saying nothing.
He's like, I'm just doing my moderator.
I just want to say, everyone in the chat, I noticed how the chat totally stopped after I told my story. But don't be weird.
It used to be the saying that SHI, happens in life, but in Val's life, it's PEE happens.
That was so scary. It was
I bet.
Yeah, because I thought it was going to go right through that thing. Oh, my God.
Is that Roxy Cam?
Oh, let's see. Where's Roxy, Roger? Can we see
there. I see her.
Oh, look at her.
We see her. She's sleeping. Hey, we have the same beds. Well, we did have the same beds.
Let's see if Roger took it off. Roger take it off mute and would talk. You could get full screen, Roxy.
Oh, look at her.
There she is.
And there she is. That's the heart and soul of the Canadian Drone Hub right there.
Yeah, right now she's saying you're embarrassing me, people. I shall not even look at you.
Well, she's working on one of them little gassy attacks, That's what she's
I know I got a dog over here working at me.
Yeah.
You already had dinner, Lilu.
Hey, Mike McReynolds, how you doing? Rick Halber in the house.
Come on. There she is. Oh, hello. There she is. Babe. She's got to have her parents.
Hi, baby.
Oh, yeah. The happy girl.
Up with Pup Pup. He's like, if everyone's
a happy dog.
On, so am I.
Yeah.
There you go, big boy.
Yeah.
So, God, Mike.
Drone Effects with Claude says, back in a minute, need to pee.
I know. I said that word. Sorry, guys. I broke it.
He's like, I don't want to leave, but I gotta go. UK Momo, hey, how's it going?
Hey,
welcome.
Momo is probably saying, "What did I miss? What did I miss?" Oh, you'd missed a lot of Val's life.
Yeah.
It's been a good stream so far. Good miss out quite a bit. Been on here a couple hours.
I just hold people captive till I can't hold them anymore. Till they're screaming. The other day when we were on with Roger, we convinced him. Were you there? We convinced him to stay on. And he said, 20 more minutes. And I was like, okay, gotta go. He's like, no, you're not going. And then Sid tried to wait. So 5 minutes goes, well, guys, I really have to go. I have papers grade. I'm like, no, you're in this fun house.
That's right.
You're in this fun house now. Welcome.
You signed up for the ride and nobody's leaving.
Right? Right? The seatbelt is locked until the ride is over.
Right.
So Summer, getting back to the important stuff, if you do dog grooming, just make sure it's in your titles, because I'll watch every single thing you talk about, like how to get dogs to let you do all that stuff. I'll watch.
All right.
Those are the tricks.
I'll get some videos up.
Be prepared to scream and yell at them. You better listen. No, I'm just kidding. That's like the last thing you do. You don't want to work them up. You want to keep them as calm as possible.
Yeah, I would imagine Summer, you've got to talk very calm to them. It isn't because they can pick up if you get excited, right?
So, easily.
Yeah, some of them though. Some of them don't listen if you're sweet. You have to be stern.
Actually, one of my coworkers today, it was a smaller one, but she had a standard poodle who she was just barely brushing the end of the tail, and this dog is throwing its leg up every which way, throwing his butt off the table, and no matter how calm or how hostile she talked to the dog, it was not happening.
Yeah, they shaved.
Man,
dog, and the one thing they couldn't do. When I came home, my daughter's like, "I'm sorry, Mom." Everything he was like bald except for his tail. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, "What the?"
Oh yeah. Some dogs, nope. Get that vibrating thing away from that area. No. I can't blame them. I'm sorry, but I don't want somebody around me down there with that.
Well, you might run into once in a great while where the dog actually leans into it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You get those every once in a while too. Makes you wonder.
They're like, oh.
Yeah. Oh my God. So Centroid said he's grading papers now. Are you Centroid? Are you really? I don't know.
Is it just one of those like, I'm matching up the handwriting from each kid from their review of my class. This one gets this.
Yeah,
this one gets this.
Val, I kind of thought maybe Centroid was going to come on and do a preview of your interview with him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because I am interviewing Centroid not this Sunday but next. So I have the next Sunday's covered. I don't have my covered.
But he's interviewing you tomorrow, isn't it? Or when is it?
Thursday.
Thursday.
Was that your secret, Centroid?
And he wants
kids better get better reviews of your class. I'm telling you, if they want an A.
Yeah. Well, when Mark asked her to be interviewed, her eyes got about this big, and she says, "I don't get interviewed," and he says, "Yes, you do."
No, because, okay, so you guys know, I'm having second thoughts about that Sunday. No, you aren't, because I got you now, Centroid. I'm just saying, I'm boring. I'm pretty boring, and so I'm like,
yeah, right.
Come on now.
This is the girl.
There's a lot to people.
The girl that peed on the machine. I mean, it's like, yeah, you're.
Wait, no, I think it was the sliding glass door.
Yeah.
The sliding glass door took all of that.
Sliding glass door, or was it as you impacted the door, or somewhere in the air between? Did you kind of? Was it a miss? Or
in the bounce? It was a bam, bam, back. Somewhere in there.
Sure, it was the fear. I mean, you can't blame anybody. Sometimes things happen.
I can imagine. And my daughter comes home and she goes, "Gets this a while back." She goes, "Why were you at the tallest tilt, Mom, holding those things back? I mean, you had the pressure pulling them back."
Oh yeah.
Spring loaded when I went forward.
That'd be like a catapult, right?
Yeah, that's kind of what happened.
Yep.
Like,
she's riding the slingshot, the in-home slingshot.
It was exactly that. I slinged. I said, because I just thought, only babies would keep it like.
Yeah.
Right. So why not put it all the way up and I'll just start at the top? I packed that puppy up and gave it to the next unwilling victim.
Yep.
I said, you know, you want to try? And they said, what? Put it all the way up.
That's a good way to rip a tendon or two. You're lucky that you didn't pull anything when it did that.
You're also lucky you didn't go right through that door and cut the heck out of yourself.
Well, a sliding glass door, at least it should be in theory, tempered glass. It should be small cuts instead of, if it's pane glass, that's, you know, we might not be here talking to you today. You know, if it was a pane glass window.
So I didn't go through it. I mean, I was doing so fast.
Definitely tempered glass.
If it was a screen door, you'd be spaghetti.
Yep.
Yeah, let's just say. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I had Joey at that time. Boy, that dog was barking. Mom.
Yeah.
All he did is see me shoot past him.
Yeah. Well, that's the same thing when I got caught on that teeter thing. I had two dogs here, a pit bull and a pit bull mix and a Dalmatian, and they were all over me like, "What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Just get back, get back. What can we do? What can we do?" You know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. The thought of you just upside down.
Oh, I mean, it went.
Sorry, Paul. I know it wasn't funny.
You know, and I adjusted it exactly as they said to adjust it. And you're supposed to lean back easy, and it's supposed to come back, you know, and you're supposed to be able to pull on the handles and bring yourself back up. Well, when I leaned back and got about to this position, it went boom right down.
Lucky it didn't flip over, you know.
Really?
Well,
I'm telling you, those things are scary.
Pretty sturdy equipment, but I wasn't going anywhere, but I wasn't coming back up either, you know.
No, obviously, yeah, that's just ridiculous.
Like maybe done a rudimentary lathe to kind of cut it.
There's probably a reason that they have a different name now, you know.
They call it the death machine.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense.
It's called the Wild Ride Teeter.
Oh yeah.
Let us. In fact, I think their motto now is "Let us be the last one to let you down."
Right. Drone effects. Did you pee, Paul?
I would have, but when you're upside down that way, that would not have been good.
No.
Oh, Roxy came.
What if somebody? Oh, hold on.
Look at Roxy.
Roxy.
She's snoozing. She's
like,
oh, let me be real cute.
Okay.
Yeah. She's posing.
Mm-hmm. She's adorable.
Roxy just is all big body and little stick legs. That's what makes her.
She got some big pit bull feet, though, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know, there it is. Look at that.
She's a cutie.
You know, Roger was telling me today with all of that snow there, she went off the front porch into 5 feet, and all she could do was paddle. She wasn't going anywhere. They had to retrieve her.
Oh,
imagine. She's trying though. She's like, I gotta go. Why can't I go anywhere? I'm stuck. She's trying to swim.
It'd be like
poor
me
thing.
Into 5 feet of snow. What the?
Yeah. Like us, we would die.
Well, Roger threw Kim into 5 feet of snow to retrieve his drone out of the ditch.
I know. Kim was out there army crawling all the way to get that drone and all the way back.
Oh,
and Roger's sitting in the car. Hurry up, Kim. I'm in a hurry. Hurry up.
No, I think Roger and Kim were dying laughing so hard they probably both peed. Kim said it was a heck of a blast. He was dying laughing. I remember that.
I love fun. I love. Too bad my bloody phone didn't work.
I know. God, that would have been good footage to look at.
Drone effects. No, I didn't pee when that happened, but I sure was sweating a lot. I was I had water coming out of all my pores up here.
If that's what you want to call it, Paul, that's what we'll call it.
Okay. All right.
Might have been pee. Who knows?
Val likes company. She always wants company. I'm surprised Val doesn't look at the camera and says, "Okay, now everybody pee with me now."
Ooh, I gotta stop laughing. Oh, my cheeks. Oh, my cheeks hurt.
I know.
Oh man, I didn't think I was gonna laugh this hard. I'm glad I brushed my teeth. I'm just kidding. I knew that would get everybody. My grandpa used to say that one all the time, and then he'd pull his dentures out.
Oh, God. You know where.
He can't take me anywhere now.
You're right.
Mike Roach says he can't take his eyes off of Roxy sleeping.
All right. It's making me sleepy. I'm drinking a Red Bull. Make sure I don't get tired.
Yeah, there you go.
I slept half of the day away. I fought with YouTube last night with that video, trying to get it uploaded, and
must be nice.
Yeah, no, I didn't sleep at all last night though.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, Summer. She stayed up as late as she could with me last night, waiting for it, and she's like, "Babe, I don't know what's going on. It's like it's not even halfway yet, and it was like almost midnight." And I'm like,
"Oh,
I don't know what to say. It was like 3 gigs, a little over 3 gigs, and it took close to 8 hours to upload. After it was all done uploading though, and everything else, and I'm on the computer and it wants to do an update, like a restart, and I'm like, I bet you that's why, because it was doing an update and it's slowing everything down. So I let it do its update. I went on there and I'm like, well, it's late. I guess I'll count it, but technically I failed my thing, you know, like,
gosh.
Yeah.
But not through your own actions. So.
No. Even Schrody FPV was like, man, it's YouTube. It wasn't your computer. It's YouTube.
It doesn't count.
Yeah. He's like, it doesn't count. It's not against you. It's fine. Just keep uploading. I'm like, okay, I'll take that.
Right.
I like that.
No, my I think sometimes YouTube and our computers just do not want to communicate.
Yeah. She said, oh man, there's been some videos that I've uploaded and I get mad, you know. I spend all that time working on it, and I'm not mad at anybody but YouTube, their system, whatever. Like it'll kick my video out saying, no, you can't upload this. This is my creation. Like back when I first started, I had no music. It was just it muffled distortion of motor sound because the camera I had at the time didn't record the motors correctly, and it would kick it out. And I get so mad, and I'm like, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not uploading anything. And she's like, you need to, because you don't got nowhere to put it on the computers. all right, you know. And then I started buying hard drives, you know, and
yeah,
I went down to the pawn shop, got myself a little laptop, and I bought some more hard drives. And I bought some more hard drives.
Yes, I can only imagine the frustration with YouTube, knowing that what you're arguing, your frustration is to a machine. Yeah, it isn't like there's people there doing it.
No, I know.
It's a darn hardware machine, you know?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And last night, with one of the videos I had uploaded a couple days ago, YouTube decides that they're going to try and pull my channel. They're just, you've crossed the boundaries. We're closing your channel.
What?
Basically email. And I'm like, all right, well, on Instagram, I got an approval from this person to use their music. So I provided a screenshot of that in the email. And then I provided communications between him and I in Instagram. And everything was lifted. But it was like, I was in the middle of the night, my upload's not going well, and then this email pops up, and I'm just like, man, you guys are testing my patience, like, and it's not, and like you say, it's not even a person, it's a robot.
Yeah,
it's a robot, and like I could have probably sent something that had nothing to do with that guy in that screenshot, and it would have approved it, You know, how do I know that it was actually proofread by a human being?
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing. Like, I don't know. It's just
And they
it's
aren't.
agitating. It's agitating.
Well, that's our future, though. Is artificial intelligence is only going to follow certain parameters. There's not going to be such a thing as an electronic common sense. It's just going to be either this or that. There isn't going to be any. Well, I can see
the
where
yes
this
or no answer kind of situation. Yeah. There's no weaseling your way around it. It's yes or no.
Yeah.
But with anything, you know, artificial intelligence, it'll learn. If you snuck by it once, the next time you won't. So, yeah, there's only so much you can put up or tolerate with artificial intelligence, I guess, before you get mad.
So I was reading that Apple was going to start a new streaming service, and I thought it meant they were doing a new platform for creators, and it wasn't. And Prime's doing the same thing. Apple's doing the same thing. They're trying to compete with Netflix and do all their own, like their originals.
Like Amazon. Amazon's been doing that for a couple of years now. Like I would go on Prime and watch their videos a long time ago, and it was always like really outdated videos that they had on their movies or whatever and TV shows and stuff. And then like one day I was like, oh wow, they got a good movie on there. This is like just came out on DVD. You know, I started getting more interested. And, you know, then Netflix come out with something that's exclusive to Netflix only. And you're like, oh, well, I'm going to go to Netflix. And then YouTube comes out with YouTube Red. And they come out with that Cobra Kai thing. Oh, are you kidding me? I can't not watch that.
Cobra Kai?
Cobra Kai. I can't not watch the conclusion to the Karate Kid that they just dropped off the face of the earth and left us wondering what happened. And they're, you know, like we have to pay for that if you grew up in that time period and that was like one of your great shows of when you were a kid. They know it's hook, line, and sinker, you know, $10 a month, pay up. For sure, you got to pay $10 to watch the season.
I think I'm probably more smart about this. But here was what I was thinking. You know, a lot of people are getting rid of their cable TV because it's just not worth watching all the commercials, everything they have. They have a 20-minute show, well, an hour show, and 40 minutes of it is commercial. It's just for me.
We complain about it all the time. That's the only time we watch TV is if it's DVR.
Yeah, so I do not have cable, but I have Prime. I have Netflix because my kids keep insisting I keep it because they watch it. They don't live here, but they watch it. So I had to get the multi one.
Oh, yeah.
And what else do I have? Breadbox because I like Midsummer Murders.
QVC has Fire Stick now.
Yeah.
Really?
Let me just tell you something. By the time you finish paying for all the other stuff, you're paying as much as you were paying for cable.
And it's unreliable because the internet's only so good.
And in my case, you know, the cable is I have Comcast, which is Xfinity. So they provide me with my internet access. So, you know, it's only pennies more to get the cable TV too, because you're going to pay for the internet no matter what. So,
they get you on the internet. And if you're like us, I got to have a security system and cameras and I've got
stupid thing.
Yeah, I know she hates it. I've got my own homemade cameras hooked up to their system around the house, and
that's because Summer knows that you're going to whip out one of these days a full length motion picture of the life of Summer.
No,
it's going to be all.
No, I would like to live one more day. I know not to mess with my wife like that.
She's a smart lady, though. You know, if it's on video, you know.
Yeah, no, and that's only like in the main house. Like, I don't have cameras in my bedroom or anything, but like outside, I've got a couple of them. I've got some in the garage, and
that you admit to Summer about. But I get it as a guy thing, you know.
Yeah, no, like the whole reason that she hates it is because it's like what $30 a month on top of everything else, And I use it because it's got the fire monitor, and if I want to keep an eye on my dogs, I want to hop on there and check on my dogs, make sure everything's okay, and I can make sure that the thermostat's at the right parameters, because it gets so hot here. You never know when your air conditioning is going to fail. And the last thing I want is to be in town, which is an hour away, and my temperature starts rising, and I get a notification on my phone. Oh, your AC's it could be a breaker, could be the power's off in the neighborhood. But I got to get home, and I got to make sure my dogs are okay. So that's why I have it. Yep. Because of the monitoring thing, and it's a good peace of mind too.
This thermostat, they'll tell me what's going on, and a camera.
Mm-hmm.
So that I can keep an eye on what my dogs are tearing up. Mm-hmm. Then I tell my roommate, hey, by the way, in this room, there is a camera.
Yeah.
So all that dance, whatever that was, no.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever that was, I saw.
Yeah, no,
do that in your room.
Yep. Yeah, no, I don't know. I think utilize the technology and as much as you can, give yourself a little bit better peace of mind when you take off.
Well, the flip side about our anger and upset with YouTube is this. I've got like 900 videos online, in 976, I think. And most of them are the ship videos that I like to do. But how much would it cost me to store those forever? And they're doing it for free. Those videos are going to be there forever.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You'd pay a lot of money if you had to pay storage for that kind of stuff on somebody's hard drive.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. No, the storage is not cheap, and that's why I just ended up buying terabyte drives. And like I go to Costco, and whenever they're on sale, I grab a couple because I want to keep my own copy of stuff. Not only just what's on, because I have like every video I upload. There's probably 30 that I don't upload. But I don't want to just upload raw footage. I want to upload edited footage and clipped. And like I said, there's stuff that people don't need to see that, you don't need to see me having a meltdown, throwing my quad in the bed of my truck because it won't arm. Those kind of things you don't need to see, even though I spent 3 days.
Summer's got them on her hard drive, so don't worry.
Right. Yep, exactly. But there's so much stuff that goes on when you're out flying, and I don't do a good job of capturing everything that goes on. Like there's been times when I've been out here flying, like we were just out there the other day, yesterday, wasn't it? Yesterday when that plane flew through. So we have a CIA base that's near us, like a forward base where it's not CIA, but we all know it's the CIA in the neighborhood because the people that. Anyways, this plane flies through super low. I'm talking below 80 feet, Paul. And I'm out there flying in the desert, and he has to go up over the power lines. He's that low. And I had just got done landing, and I was like, we couldn't hear it. There was no sound from this damn plane. You could hear the prop spinning, but there was no motor. And I looked at her, and I was like, that had to have been electric. And she's like, I ain't never seen a plane look like that before. And I never seen anything like it, too. It was really a streamlined plane. My first thought was glider, because of how big the wingspan was on it and everything else. But there was a prop in the back spinning. And I just blew my mind. I'm like, man, I am so glad. And I did the before you fly. I notified them. I notified the base and the air tower over there that I was going to be out there flying. And this person came through that low. It was like they were trying to avoid anything of radar. And they're using an electric propelled prop, and it's the energy dispersion of that. It's not going to be hot.
How fast was it?
It was moving. It was moving pretty good. I would say 150 knots, 120 knots to 150 knots. Yeah. It wasn't putting. It was definitely, moving faster than a Piper.
Might be a second class drone like the military uses, but silent.
No, it had the pod. It had the pod on the top where you could see somebody in there, like the see-through pod on the top.
It was manned.
It was manned, yes.
Oh.
And it was something I never seen before, and it went in there and landed. And the whole time we were there, I haven't seen it take off, and we can see the base from our backyard here. And
Wow.
no, I don't know what it was. Truthfully, maybe it was somebody's, a prototype to a new thing that they're trying to build for the public. Yeah, like Furball Kim pizza delivery out here in the middle of nowhere. But it was a very lucky situation because he was at a spot where I like to do a big punch out and power loop just about every flight.
Mm-hmm.
And like she looked at me and she's like, I am so glad you landed right now. And I was like, I know. Like, are you kidding me? Like, that would have been a bad situation. I did everything, all my due diligence. She was spotting for me. It's white. We had a little bit of cloud cover, spots of clouds, but there was no sound, no notification, and it was super low. It was like, a minute difference.
At that speed, by the time you spotted it that low to the ground, it was like too late.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. And then we had also, there was a police helicopter out there doing a search for somebody that had got pulled over and ran on the side of I-10. He just bailed. And so we had that going on, too. So I didn't get a whole lot of flying in yesterday, needless to say. I tried. It's just there was, and maybe that plane had something to do with the police. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, I have no idea.
So guys,
I am so stoked.
Say that I'm gonna call it a night because I know Amber Summer just got home. She hasn't eaten. Probably Hadley hasn't. Oh, all those machines. I don't know what to think. Maybe maybe didn't eat. I know I have to go make some dinner. And I want to say thank you all for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you for having us.
Oh,
and thanks for coming to come watch us on this interview. That was really cool.
I love the interview, and Val, thank you for letting me come in and make a fool of myself on a teeter. Oh
my God, I'm gonna be laughing. I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night and just start laughing. I know.
Oh yeah.
Later too, when I started matching it in my brain.
Here's the picture for you to dream about, Val. Is Charlie the tuna on a teeter stuck? That's the way I looked and felt,
I'm just gonna be. But I wanted to thanks for coming in, sticking with us, watching the whole interview.
Thanks for laughing with us or at us.
You are
Summer, Justin, it was a blast, my friend.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Yes.
We'll have you on again because that was tremendous fun.
Sounds very good.
Have a good one, everybody in the chat.
Roger, you did a great job producing, Roger, and Roxy did a great modeling job.
She's a rock star always.
Yep.
So we have Michael Roach, Ed, Red Dog. We have Robert Stanton was in, Jerry of Seth Drones. Drone Tread on Me was up in this house. Rick Halber. Chilling with Brian. Thank you for coming in. Let's see. Of course, Ed. Love you, Ed. Legwork. Okay, Legwork. Your comments were hysterical. Let me just say. John Bernardo. Centroid. Still saying he's, like grading papers. I don't know. Christo. All of you that came in, if I missed you, it wasn't on purpose. I love y'all. And guys, stay in the chat. Stay on. Don't go exit out yet. Okay, guys. And Kim, my sweet babu. We'll see you later.
Bye, Kim. Bye, everybody.
Kim. Bye, everyone. Have a good night.
Sorry if we didn't catch you guys in the chat. I really appreciate you coming in to watch. Thank you so much.